What's up, Miss Chalet? You ready? You ready, Art?
I'm ready.
Welcome. This is your girl, Miss Neek, and you are listening to Freestyle Friday live, an extension of the conversation with Miss Neek, which you can catch every Saturday night. I got my boy Art on the line, my partner Jay in the background. We got Phil, we got Miss Chalet, we got Cinnamon, we got Candace, we got Will, we got the Algis Diamond in here. We rolling the night, baby. Yay. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Oh, yay. Now, I know some of y'all may not know about on Spreaker how we turned up for Freestyle Friday, but this is your girl, Miss Neek, and I got my boy Art. Art, say what's up to the people.
What's up, people?
And we're going to get it in tonight. So I just want to let y'all know that this is an extension of the conversation live with Miss Neek that comes on Saturday nights. So that'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We might come a little early tomorrow because I got a real special guest. And it's going to be an extension of what we're talking about tonight. Well, what's up with you, Phil? I see you in the comments. Cinnamon, how you doing, baby? Y'all, we got to turn up tonight. We got a real interesting conversation to have tonight. I want to holler at Jay. Thank you so much for being in the background, running it with your girl. I appreciate you, sir.
What's up, Jay? The big homie?
Yeah, the big homie, huh? So, as you know, this show, as well as all of the other shows on the Love, Sports, and Hip Hop Network, is brought to you by Audible. Go to www.audible.trial.com/LSHH and get your free 30-day trial and a free book. Yeah, we ignorant on Fridays, but we read throughout the week, so I need y'all to go grab that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to read, they're going to read it to you. You feel me? Check out Love, Sports, and Hip Hop Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time with my boy Jay O'Lees, who's in the background. He rolling tonight. He just jumped in the chat. It's going to be a live one tonight, Art. As I always say, tonight's show was brought to you by a little bit of Crown, just a little bit. I promise I wasn't going to do too much drinking tonight, but I need a shot. And then a whole lot of water, so I'm ready. And then Bombay on my boy's side, you feel me? My boy Art is running that Bombay tonight. So Art, listen, we had a really good show last week, and I kind of lit into you a little bit last week, and I've been getting lit into all week. People have been asking me, like, yo, why you do my boy Art like that? Why you go so hard on Art like that? So, Art, I already did it on our live look-in on Monday, but I don't know if you watched that or were watching or whatever, but I just want to tell you from my heart to yours, I'm sorry if I went hard on you, baby. But you can't be playing with me. Don't play with me. Don't side with nobody else over me. Okay. Listen, because I love you, baby. And the only reason you're here is because of me. Oh. I hold you here. I keep you dear and near to my heart. Okay, so I just want to let you know I'm sorry in front of everybody watching. I ain't mean to go off on you like that last week. You forgive me?
I definitely accept your apology. I knew you were in your feelings, and you a woman.
I wasn't in my feelings. I wasn't in my feelings. Be clear. Nah, I wasn't in my feelings. It's a savagery that comes out when I feel attacked. That's all I'm saying.
Can I tell you why, in my opinion, I think you were in your feelings?
Yeah, I need you to talk about it, though.
Okay, in my opinion, why I think you were in your feelings is because I never mentioned your name on Jay's show. I said people. You weren't the only one. I mean, if you go on Instagram, Twitter, and all that, you weren't the only one saying what was said.
Wait.
Not
about that.
Can I finish what I'm saying? Please.
Okay.
You weren't the only one saying what was said, but you put yourself into the category as if I was talking about only you. Which, I mean, yes, you were on my mind because, for one, you're from New Orleans. You're a New Orleans rep. So this conversation was about New Orleans people. So Cinnamon, I accepted her apology.
Wait, hold on. Let me tell Ruben before he leaves. Ruben, tonight we are talking about polygamy and cheating. Those are the two topics tonight. But we're getting some things out of the way right now because I kind of went hard on art last week, and so we're hashing that out like real friends do. So go ahead, Art. I'm sorry. Just don't
I
want to
apologize for I guess the tone of the conversation sounded like it was about you, and if you took it the wrong way, it wasn't solely about you. Yes, you were on my mind because I was kind of disappointed in you with some of the things you had to say. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed, but at the same time, it wasn't all about you. Period. It was about the whole conversation, the conversation of the song. Drake put out a fire ass song last week, and he put New Orleans on his back last week, and he is the #1 artist in the world right now. So for you not to embrace it, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way because nobody listens to bounce music except for New Orleans people. That's y'all genre of music. So for that to be for you to discredit Drake for putting bounce music on the map, which he did. A lot of people don't know who Frida is. What's her name? What's his name? Big Frida or some shit. A lot of people don't know who that is. A lot of people ain't never heard that mix, how that was.
No. Okay, I get that. I hear what you're saying. But what I'm saying to you is that there were a lot of jabs thrown at me in that show. My name was brought up multiple times. And there was a time. No. Hold on. Because you can have your opinion about Drake. I don't care anything about your opinion about what is going on with the song. Because everybody has an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. Yours might stink, mine might not. But what was happening, he's from Cali, Ruben, but what was happening is there were jabs being thrown at me. Like there was a time where you said, or Jay was like, well, look, I don't know how she gonna feel. And you like, yeah, she hot. She in her feelings. Relax, bro. No, I'm not. I just have an opinion. And the fact that I have an opinion does not make me in my feelings. I just feel like the shit should have been handled differently. And if I'm not able to say that, and y'all not even gonna bring up what I said to back up what I was saying and just dismiss what I'm saying as me being in my feelings, then I'm gonna give you that work. You're not finna attack me and I'm not there. And I had already told Jay early in the day, don't bring me up if you're not gonna have me on the show to defend myself. And you know what he did? He brought you. And you were a pawn. And he used you. And I'm sorry for that. But
don't apologize for that.
Just know, because I didn't mean to go so hard on you last week. All right, bro.
You know, I love you, Neek, man.
Well, cheers. Let's cheers.
We like brothers and sisters, man. I mean, if the audience don't understand that, then shit, it made for a great show. Jay's show had a great show. And I think we had a pretty good show. So, I mean, the emotions came out, and, you know, we got to the point, and it was fun. Now, let me address two things that I see. Ruben asked me where I'm from. I'm from Long Beach, California. And then he said, so I guess he think Pac is from Cali. No, I don't know what you mean by from Cali, but Pac represented Cali. So I don't even know what that means. But anyway, we can move on.
Shout out to this crown apple in my cup. Now, there's one more thing that I wanted to address with you before we move on to this whole polygamy thing. Towards the end of the show, you said something along the lines of, you respect Jay because Jay's a man. And you ain't got to respect me because I'm a woman.
I was trolling you.
Don't troll me. Because trolling me will get you smacked. That's it. Trolling me will get you smacked, bro.
I was totally trolling you because I knew you were in your feelings by then. So I was totally like just adding gasoline to the fire. That I meant nothing by that. Just how I knew that we would get together and talk about it. I'll be able to explain myself. I was like, she's mad. I got her. She's
don't troll me, bro. No, because I'm serious. I was gonna roll up to Fridays and smack the shit out you in Compton. Nigga, it was no problem. I was gonna be there.
Well, Jay is right, and I apologize for that because I mean,
Jay trying to save you right now.
You know what? I'm not apologizing. I'm gonna say this. I'm not apologizing for trolling you. I'm just apologizing for not texting you or telling you, like, you know, in advance that I only did that for the show. You know, that was for entertainment. That
Don't
was just
disrespect me for the show, nigga. Don't do that.
No, it was no, and I apologize if you felt disrespected. That was wrong. So are we done apologizing? Because I didn't mean to disrespect
you. Ruben, that Nola girl was on its way, and then he started to stutter and talk crazy, and I was like, oh, he drunk.
It came the fuck out, and I wasn't even drunk yet. I got drunk. But
I did light your ass up last week. All right, I know I did, but that was my intention because of the shit you did on Jay's show. But nonetheless, you made Ruben said he liked your shirt. It's a fire shirt, bro. So let's talk about because it's a lot of shit that's been going on this week. This has been a crazy week for me. So I am very happy to be here with you and just unwind and relax, toast up. If y'all not drinking, drink. Please pull up, because I got my Crown Apple. He over there with his Bombay. So pull up with your girl. Let's have some fun, because we got the logistics out the way. We done with that. So I made a comment today, and Jay brought it up because I sent it to Jay while he was on the air. And he read one of your posts on the air today. So if you guys are listening to Love, Sports, and Hip Hop today, yeah. So Art posted today, and Art says, wait, let me go find it, because I don't want to misquote you, Art. All right, Cinnamon, good looking on that shot. I know you got to go to work. It's Friday in the NOLA. I know you drinking, Ruben. I know. Ruben say it's Friday in the NOLA. So you already know what it is. I'm about to jump over to this Spreaker chat too. So if you guys are not watching me live on Facebook and you're listening to me in the Spreaker chat, I have not forgotten about you. I am on my way so that I can pull you into this conversation too. I need y'all to download Spreaker. Go see what it's about. That's where we at. That's the official Love, Sports, and Hip Hop chat. If you fucking with us on Facebook Live, then jump in the chat here on my personal page. And we've also shared the video to both the conversation and Love, Sports, and Hip Hop, the page, and this is public, so jump on. Sky said, tell Art that nigga Drake did not put New Orleans on no damn map. God damn it. Listen.
Wait. Can I respond? Because he's talking to me. I didn't mean, if I said New Orleans, I didn't mean that. I said he put New Orleans bounce music on a national map. And
no, he didn't. Nigga, Frida has a whole reality show. What are you talking about?
But that's a reality. It has nothing to do with his bounce music. And secondly,
it has everything to do with her bounce music. That's what the show's about.
Let me get it off. Most heterosexual men won't watch his show. But because of the fact that, I know I'm speaking for myself. Let me speak for myself. I would never watch that
speak for yourself.
I would never watch that show, and I would never listen to that music because I've seen something that comes with that music that I didn't enjoy. But when Drake made the song and he put the bounce, the whole bounce, like the bridge that he put in there, the bridge that was in there was super dope, and it made me appreciate the music. Right. You're right. 6. Hold strong. Anyway, let's go. Let's get into it. Let's get into the conversation.
Let's talk about this conversation. So today, Art posted. He made what Art does. Okay, Jay, do not buck Art up in the comments. Jay's in the comments talking about hold strong, Art. You are right. Whatever. I don't hear nothing about that. So Art made a post today. Now I feel like sometimes, Art, you say the wildest shit on Fridays because you know that I'm going to talk about this shit on the show. I feel like that is your intention, my nigga.
I only post things on Fridays. I only say things. I'll post pictures and stuff throughout the week, but I say things on Fridays. So, I'm trying to warn myself.
I'm starting to weed you out, bro. So Art made a comment today that says, when I get married, I'm either going to be faithful or pay all the bills. I ain't doing both though. And I was producing Love, Sports, and Hip Hop today, and I instantly screenshotted this and I sent it to Jay and I said, do you see this nigga, Art? What the fuck are you talking about, Art? Ruben says, ask Art, who put Go-Go out? Who was it? I don't know. I don't listen to Go-Go.
Hey, I wasn't born. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know. Yeah, Cinnamon. He went hard today. Phil says, so the years we lived in SoCal, we knew people that like bounce music, which is factual. Phil, remember me, you, and Sky went to a full crawfish brawl out here in the valley somewhere, and they was playing bounce music. Like,
It's
I've
valid.
been to, when I was producing clubs, when I was promoting clubs,
I'm from the inner city. And inner city dudes like me, inner city dudes, we wasn't listening to no bounce music. It didn't have any.
You're not listening to it on a regular basis, but I used to promote clubs and they would play it in the club. So, I mean, it's not like it's foreign out here. It happens. It's not like you would hear Snoop or the rest of these niggas, you know what I'm saying, or a Problem or a West Coast based nigga, because reality is the West Coast really do support their artists. Like, you're going to hear Nipsey, you're going to hear YG, you're going to hear, West Coast niggas more than you hear anything else.
That happened in the last
Them crawfish was poo, Justin. Listen, I've been to 3 different crawfish brawls out here. The crawfish are garbage. Like, they not soaking them. They sprinkling shit on top. Oh, it's ridiculous. What's up, Sherry? What's going on? Huh?
We live in the Pacific Ocean, and this is not a crawfish ocean. So we don't do crawfish out here. Crawfish is a down south based thing, where the Gulf is, where all the crawfish is at.
Well, y'all need to stop trying, because niggas do it all the time. There is always. What's up, Sherry? What's up? Who just jumped in here? Somebody else said something to me. I forgot who it was. I can't scroll up right now. But what's up to everybody in the chat? I appreciate y'all talking about art. When I get married, this is a quote from Arthur Derrick. When I get married, I'm either going to be faithful or pay all the bills. I ain't doing both, though. Art, please explain yourself.
Well, what I mean by that is, if I'm the head of the household and I got to pay all the bills, meaning when I say everything is a bill. The car,
all the bills, yes, all the bills, everything that requires a payment. You're right.
Rent is the bill. If I'm paying all of that, if I'm doing all of that, then I deserve to be able to do what I want to do. Because now I feel like King Solomon. If I'm taking care of you, if you're straight, you don't have to do anything. You can even go to work, and your money is your money. You can do whatever you want with your money. Don't get mad at me if I want to do it my time, because my money is my time, and I'm not nobody's slave. So if my money is my money, she said, "Why get married?" Hold on, I'm gonna ask. I need to turn these comments off because I'm gonna get distracted.
But because you get distracted. You should let me monitor the comments.
Yeah,
that's what you should do.
Okay, all right. I'm not gonna even look.
Just swipe them to the right, baby. I got you.
I'm gonna swipe them to the right.
So
no comment on my screen.
Swipe it to the right, baby. Don't worry about it. You're getting too distracted. I need you to explain to me why this makes sense to you.
Let me explain this to you. If I'm spending all of my time, my blood, sweat, and tears, because I work hard. And I don't just have a job. I have outside hustles. Like I make sure I'm financially stable. I'm not rich by any means. You know what I'm saying? I am barely middle class. You know what I'm saying? But I work hard, and I'm pursuing upper class. I'm pursuing,
I hear you.
So if I am taking care of not only myself, my kids' well-being, and the females' well-being, then I should be able to have whatever I consider fun on the side. It don't even have to be on the side. You can know about it if I'm paying all of that. Now, if you want me to be faithful to you, if you want me to just be about you, you need to alleviate some of the stress off me and bring something to the table more than just your good looks and more than just sex. Because
so you don't think your woman takes care of the household?
Take care of the house. So
yeah. Are you having children?
Yeah. Well, now, but we live in a time to where women want equal rights. I mean, they fighting for equal pay. So meaning that if I make $70,000 a year, the woman's gonna want to make $70,000 a year, and $70,000 a year right now is basically middle class. It's barely middle class. You know what I'm saying? So if my wife makes $70,000 a year, and I make $70,000 a year, she should bring to the table exactly what I bring. Now, what I bring extra is the protection. I bring my life, because I put my life on the line.
My nigga, every week you say you gonna die if somebody walk into the house. We talking about this already.
Yeah, exactly, because that's what a man brings to the table. They're providers and they're protectors.
So you're basically telling me that I have to pay for you to be committed to me?
No. But what you're saying is I have to pay for you to be with me. If I have to pay for everything, that means I'm paying for your loyalty.
I mean, you're supposed to protect and provide, right? Don't separate the two, nigga. If you're the man, you're supposed to protect and provide, right?
No, that's
you're not just supposed to protect or provide, right, nigga? Like,
no.
How does this work?
Wait. In 1968, that sounded good.
In
1968, that sounded good. That a man is supposed to be the protector and provider. When women were stay-at-home moms, when you can say stuff like a woman's position is in the kitchen, yes, that's when that was cool. But now that if you say something like a woman's position is in the kitchen, and now you're being a chauvinist, okay, well, if your position ain't the kitchen, my position ain't paying for your lifestyle. That's my argument. Like I would say if your position is the kitchen, then okay, my position is being outside getting the money. You know, doing everything it takes to provide for this family. But if you're gonna argue and fight against this on a legal and national scale, and all the women are just gonna be behind this, then guess what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say, well, if I gotta come here, then you gotta come here. It's gonna be 50-50. I'm not never gonna marry no woman to be a slave to her.
How are you a slave to her by providing for your wife? I'm confused about that.
Because what is she? Okay, but my question is, what is she bringing to the table?
I mean, your woman is okay. So if we're talking about like the traditional roles of a marriage, right? So as a man,
which is out the window.
Is it out the window? Is it really?
Yes,
because you're talking about if I got to pay all the bills. So I'm telling you that if you're supposed to protect and provide, because that's what you're telling me you bring to the table. You're paying for the bills and you're going to protect me, right? That's what you're telling me, right?
Right.
Okay. So then traditionally, your role is to protect and provide, right? Okay. So if your role is...
Wait. Because I hate when women do this a lot. They always talk about a man's role. So traditionally,
wait, I'm just establishing roles, bro. And I want to do this because we got a lot of comments and I want to bring them in. So let me ask these questions, right? So traditionally, your role as a man is to protect and provide, right?
What is traditionally your role? What is traditionally?
Yes or no, bro? Just say yes or no. Yes or no. Are you agreeing with that? Traditionally, yes. So as a woman, I am here to do what? Bear your children, take care of the house, take care of you, satisfy you sexually. What else?
No. Not just sexual. If I am provide, that means that you have to be on top of when the bills come, when the bills are paid.
Take care of the house. I said that. Take care of the house.
But that's not the house isn't financial. The house is...
What do you mean the house ain't financial? The rent got to be paid. The bills got to be paid.
Wait. No, the house is this. When I wake up for work, I need my clothes ironed.
Yeah, all of that. Take care of the house. The house is in order.
The dishes should be washed on a daily, routinely.
The house is in order. I don't need you to. I don't need you to itemize everything. Okay. The house is in order, my nigga.
House. Financial is different, and then you also have the kids. That means that you're dropping the kids off at school.
Right. I said this. I said take care of the house, take care of the kids, satisfy you sexually. What else?
Okay.
What else?
Because you're not covering everything when you say that. So, okay, what else? What else?
What else? I'm asking you, what else?
What else? Also, you should stay in a woman's place, which is...
What's a woman's place, bro?
Behind the man.
In what manner?
The man leads.
You mean okay, but you're saying I can't challenge you. You're saying I can't say anything. You can't. You saying what are you saying? What is a woman's place? Explain that.
A woman's place is not equivalent to the man's place. You have the king. Well, traditionally, this is how it used to win. It went God, whatever God you believe in, a higher power, the man, then the woman, then the family. So that means when you cook, I eat first, and I get the most. I get the most food. That's tradition. The man eats first. Have you ever? I always go back to the line because that's what tradition is. You know, I mean, even the Bible follow the line.
But all right, let me bring in some of these comments because they going ham right now. I gotta go all the way back. It's nuts. All right. So Jason is talking about you teaching. I don't know what he talking about. But oh wait, we back at the crawfish. I'm sorry, I'm trying to bring these comments in. And Big L, I see you in the chat over on Spreaker. I'm gonna bring you in too. But so Sky says, if I match you, nigga, I'm rocking with your same options. Which I'm gonna get into that too, Sky. I'm gonna bring that up in a minute. And Jason talking about don't let him get killed without help, man. Ruben says, honestly, this yak got me following art like Dr. Umar. Yes, indeed. Cinnamon says, if you feel like this with a person you're about to marry or have married, marriage doesn't need to be on your mind. Justice says, Jesus
Well,
came.
can I respond to some of these? Like, pin them, like, slow it down, because I'm going to respond
to it. What you want to respond to?
Well, if I'm a man and I'm telling you what I want up front, if I'm telling you, like, look, if you're gonna marry me, either I pay all the bills or I'm going to act, well, basically, what did I say? I forgot. I'll be saying shit randomly and I forget. I said something like,
that's what I'm saying. You just be talking just to hear yourself talk.
Either I'm going to pay all the bills, or if I'm married, either I'm going to be faithful, or I forgot what the fuck I just said.
Okay, you basically said either if I'm going to pay all the bills, or I'm going to be faithful. I'm not going to do both.
Right.
So you're telling me that I have to pay for you to be faithful, right? Because if you're not, okay, so you're saying that if I want you to be faithful, you're not going to pay all the bills. So that means I have to pay for you to be faithful.
We got to put quotations on faithful because we're talking about polygamy. The conversation.
No, we're going to get to polygamy. We're addressing your comment right now.
Okay.
We're going to get to polygamy in a second.
Hey, you ambushed me because I didn't know he was going to talk about my post. I didn't know nothing about I didn't know he was going to do that.
I talked to you about cheating and about polygamy. You asked me, right? Mm-hmm. And these are your words, so you should be able to back them up. It's not shit I put on my page. I can't back up. Okay, so I'm asking you, are you saying that I have to pay for you to be faithful?
Well, let me ask you this. Do I have to pay for you to be with me?
No, you're supposed to be my husband and protect and provide for me.
Okay, so again, do I have to pay for you to be with me?
So, okay, this is what you need to understand. So, as your place as a man, it is your place to protect and provide. It is my place to nurture, care, and take care of your home. That's my place. However, outside of that, we have gotten married. I am your wife. So that means that we, me and you, have stood before God and took a vow to be faithful, committing only unto others, forsaking all others, for better or for worse, for richer or for poor.
I disagree with what you're saying.
You don't, those aren't the vows for marriage, sir?
No,
I don't
know who made those vows. I disagree with what you're saying.
I don't know who made those vows. All right, let me bring some comments in. Well, I got Big L in the chat on Spreaker. Big L said this ninja art can't be helped. Sorry. Big L, I'm agreeable with that. Huh?
Tell me when I can talk.
I was just reading the comments. You upset about the comments?
I don't give a fuck. I swipe right on the comments. I'm not even reading them.
Okay, but I still have to bring in comments, bro. Like, why are you emotional this week? You and your feelings right now. You want to talk about me?
Well,
I want to my feelings.
I'm passionate about this conversation.
As was I last week, but according to you, I was in my feelings.
I'm passionate about what I said because when I said I meant, and I meant it. I meant it in a way that I think people took it however they wanted to take it. Because people are saying, why be in a relationship? And I'm saying that I wouldn't be in a relationship unless these were the options. And if a woman decides to agree with these options, if a woman says, look, we can be in a polygamous relationship as long as you're paying all the bills. If I can afford to take care of every woman that I deal with.
Which is the purpose of polygamy.
Yes, if I can afford to take care of all the women that I deal with, then because what she's basically worried about is me providing for her and me protecting her. If that's what you're worried about, and my children. If I can protect her children, and provide for her and her children, and I also can provide for her and her children and protect her and her children, then I don't understand what the problem should be.
Okay, so if you make this agreement up front and this is something that y'all are okay with, then hey, more power to you. But I'm not going to enter into a marriage with you, and then all of a sudden you decide, well, shit, I'm paying all the bills.
No.
So let me ask you this. If let's say you get hurt on the job, or you lose your shit, or something happens, and I'm paying all the bills, do I get to go out and smash whoever I want?
No, because if I
wait, no, why? Why?
Wait, because first of all, we committed to each other for better or for worse. So if I get, wait, listen. You're not gonna listen. Tell me you're gonna
Go ahead, all right.
If I get physically hurt on the job, that means I got hurt. I sacrificed my body for you. I got hurt. I got hurt fighting for you. So I'm physically, say I lost a leg out there on the job. You should want to take, because I'm your man, and you knew that if I didn't lose this leg, you would still be there doing what you have to do for this family.
All right, we got so many comments. I ain't even got them in. I'm sorry. Go ahead. So if let's say you don't get hurt. Let's say you get fired. Let's say you get laid off.
Wait. If I get fired, then honestly, I feel like you should fire me. Then you have the right to leave. Don't just leave.
I didn't say leave. I just said, can I go smash who I want to smash? So maybe this nigga over here who making 6 figures looks attractive to me because he can do what he need to do.
No, just go be with him. Don't. No,
I don't want to go be with him. Why you didn't go be with the other woman? I don't want to go be with him. I just want to smash.
No, I just told you I can be with her, and you at the same time.
So that's what I'm saying. So why can't I be with him, and you at the same time if I'm taking care of the house?
Well, because I'm gonna tell you this. I mean, what will be the point of having sex with a woman? Because you guys, what would be the point of? Okay, yeah, I can be with you, but why have sex with you? Because you're getting penetrated by different dudes, and it's like a keyhole.
And you're penetrating different women.
Okay, but the size of my genitals ain't gonna change by penetrating. Yours will.
Who told you this shit?
What?
Who told you this shit?
I'm experiencing this shit. Like
right.
I understand what
I can push an 8-pound baby out my vagina. It's gonna snap back, bro. Relax.
Well, most women don't know how to take care of their vagina.
That's most women. I'm telling you that I can push an 8-pound baby out of my vagina and it's going to snap back, bro. The shit ain't just gonna be loose and flabby just because.
I don't have time to sit around and think about it. And you know what? Also,
well, don't think about it. I'm not telling you to think about it. I'm just saying if you lose your job, I gotta take care of the crib. Because I work and I have a job and I'm able to make sure all of this pops off, then why can't I go out and smash? Because either I'm going to pay all the bills or I'm going to be faithful, my nigga.
Well, let me say this. Sex with women is mental. Sex with men are physical.
First off.
So, wait. So when you let another man penetrate you, he's putting his DNA inside of you. So he's putting him inside
That's what condoms are for.
Oh my God. Okay.
No, this double standard is outlandish right now, my nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, it is a double standard. Life is about double standards.
Okay, well, what if I don't accept that?
Wait, how is it a double standard when you say that men should protect and provide and women should do this? That's a double standard. So
it's not a double standard. You have your role, I have mine. When I go to work, my job is my job. My counterpart's job is their job. We do different things to make sure that we come to a common goal. Like, how are you telling me that I'm supposed to have the same job as you? That's ridiculous. I can't have your job.
What's the difference between a double standard and roles, in your opinion? Because
what do you mean? We're presented with the exact same situation, and you are okay with one outcome for the situation for you and not for me. That's a double standard. Having a role is a role, my nigga. That's just your job. That's what you're responsible for. Like, I don't understand where you're going with this. You can't be serious right now.
I'm dead ass. because
And that's bad. What? Okay, so that means that I can smash who I want to smash, right?
No. Listen. Let me say this.
Okay.
Say me and you. I'll put it on the lower scale. Say me and you worked at McDonald's, right?
Okay.
And our job was to be the cashier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're a woman and I'm a man, that doesn't mean we don't have different roles. We work for the same. So I'm saying we work for the same company and we do the same job. You're expected to perform at the same level I'm expected to perform, right? Right?
Okay.
So you can't say because you're a man, your job is to, like, just because you're a man, you should be able to work the cashier and flip the burgers and work the drive-through and do all this. Because I'm a woman, I should be able to just work the cashier. But we work for the same company, which is the family unit. So if we both work for the same company, which is the family unit, if you're gonna say,
Art, your metaphor is flawed, my nigga. What are you talking about? Your metaphor is so flawed right now. Huh?
Finish my metaphor. You
okay,
laughing?
finish your metaphor.
Are we serious? Are you laughing at me tonight, or are we serious?
I am laughing at you because this shit is ridiculous.
I'm passionate about this conversation.
Right, I know, and that's what's sad because you're passionate about some shit that makes no sense. Your role and my role are completely different. We can both be entry level.
Wait.
But I'm entry level.
Do you
I'm sorry.
believe in the feminist movement to where equal pay for women as same as men?
If we're doing the same job, yes.
No, okay. So what if our job is building houses, right? So should I expect you to be able to lift 75 pounds, 100 pounds?
We're not in the same role then, my nigga. What are you talking about?
But we got the equal job. We're both construction workers.
Right, but there's different facets of construction working. No, so you can be a welder. I can be a. You can be like I don't.
Say you're a builder and you're a construction worker. I'm a construction worker. Your job is to build. That means you have to put up steel beams. You have to do everything that the man can do.
Okay, then I need to get paid what you getting paid.
Okay, so should I expect you as a woman to be able to lift 175?
I'm not gonna get hired if I can't.
What?
I'm not going to get hired if I can't. Those types of jobs require you to lift a certain amount. If you're unable to lift a certain amount, you're not going to get the job, bro.
Can I tell you why that's a lie? Because in the military, your training, the test for your training is different. You can get in the same military as me, but I'm
not going to do the same thing you do. We're going to have different roles.
Wait, so women aren't frontline? There aren't women frontline?
We're going to do different roles. There are people, when you're on front line, you're not all doing the exact same thing.
So you do agree with me that the feminist movement is actually killing what you're talking about, killing
what? What is it? What is it killing?
Because what you're saying is women aren't equal to men.
What I'm saying is that there are certain things that you can't do that I can do, and there are certain things that I can't do that you can do. And I'm not gonna get a job doing some shit that I can't do.
But my poster was about money, and if I gotta pay this exact same money, that means that you gotta do the exact same thing as me. So what I'm saying is, if you're making,
I don't know where we went, y'all. I have so many comments, and you're not letting me pull them in. And I'm probably gonna miss a whole lot of them. Cinnamon says, don't forget how Ike and Tina turned out, Art. He thought just like you. Aisha comes in and she says, real talk, Art, you have been seriously damaged. It is sad. Get help. I don't know.
First of all,
I don't know if that's the case.
I know women always say that. I've never been damaged before in my fucking life.
You've been damaged, bro. Sky says he's been pimping thoughts for too long and it has tainted his thought process. Sky, I'm so proud of you. I remember when I taught you guys how to use thought in multiple variations in a sentence, and I'm very proud of that sentence. What's up, Sheena? Thank you for joining us. Big L is in the chat over on Spreaker. Big L says, Art is like a 2-year-old kid that is about to get a whooping, saying, I'm sorry, mama. So, listen.
Wow.
I really want to bring in y'all comments.
It's a lot of suckers in the building. It's suckers
in the building. Damn, you disrespectful today.
These comments, But these are some sucker comments like a real man, the woman is supposed to give. If the woman's supposed to give a check to the man, not the man.
Wait, oh Lord, wait, what? What? The woman's supposed to give her a check to the man for what?
Yeah, because men are better financially. We are more responsible financially than women.
Why did you just say that I need to make sure the bills are paid then?
I said, if I'm doing all the work, you should make sure the bills are paid, meaning you should be on your job knowing the date that it's paid.
So you telling me that there are women out here that can't pay their bills on time? Is that what you're saying? Like, I don't understand, because my shit is all paid for. I've never had anything cut off. The lights are on.
Use your Googles. Who are more in debt, men or women?
What? Mrs. Orleans says Mrs. Orleans is never a sucker. Justice says, man, I've been doing it wrong for 16 years. Phil says, what kind of 1940 shit is this? I don't know where art is getting this shit from.
No. We were talking about tradition. 1940s, before all this bullshit, all this women's emancipation shit, all this women's rights shit came out.
Did you just call women's rights bullshit?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Art, I'm not going to be able to let you on the show. You keep talking like this.
No. It's bullshit in the way it's being displayed. Because you got women talking. Look, I'm going to give you an example. This is how crazy women are. Bill Cosby has a case going on right now talking about he was raping women, right? You had a woman show up to his court appearance naked, expressing how she feels. Like, how dumb is that? You're talking about this man is raping women, and you show up to his court case naked with comments on your body.
What does this have to do with anything?
No, because this is how out of whack the women have gotten with this emancipation, this Time's Up, all this bullshit that women are doing right now. You guys are fucking out of whack, bro.
Okay, so they say call your neighbor. Phil says, wow, I was just looking for a female CPA. Sky says, the day I turn my check over, the idea just makes me nauseous. Listen.
Wait, but I'm supposed to turn my check over.
You ain't supposed to turn your check over, just pay the bills. I don't care who you give it to. Just make sure Southern California Edison get their money. Make sure the mortgage people get their money. I don't care what you do with your check.
I call the neighbor over and I turn her over. Don't get mad. If I gotta pay all the bills, don't get mad when I say, hey, I'm about to bring the neighbor over.
So why is it that if I pay all the bills, I can't bring the neighbor over? Like, what if he's fine?
Wait. You put your circumstance in a different situation. You said if I was hurt. You're physically...
No, I didn't say if you was hurt. I said, what if I have to pay the bills? I don't care how you lose your job.
Why would you have to? Why would any man say it's a woman's responsibility to pay the bills?
It happens. It happens. Why? People lose their job. People get laid off. Things happen. Though. If you're in a partnership, and this is where you're all screwed up in the mind. This is a partnership. When I become your wife, we become one. So what happens to you happens to me. So if I'm here, yes, honey, yes, that's how it works. So if you lose your job, then guess what? This house loses income. Not just you, it's me too. And now I have to step up until you're able to get back into the position to take care of the things that you're supposed to be taking care of. And that's how this works.
I'm saying, what if I got a job, you got a job, and you're paying all the bills?
Then you gonna let me smash somebody?
I wouldn't give a fuck what you did. You paying all the bills. I'm doing my thing.
So I could bring Mike. So you telling me that I could bring Mike from down the street to come bang these walls out?
Wait, because not into my house, because you're not. Like I said, I believe in double standards.
How is it your house when you ain't paying nothing?
Because I'm still the man.
But you ain't paying nothing. You sure you the man?
Are you now the man because you paying the bills, or am I the man?
I'm not the man, but I'm the head of this household.
Wow. So why are you with a man why are you the head of a household? You're not with a man. You're with a male.
What am I with?
Huh? A man would never let a woman be the head of his household, ever. Now we're talking about a dude that doesn't even have male role models in his life. He doesn't know what this man doesn't. If I'm allowing you to be the head of the household, if I don't have a physical injury to myself, I'm not a man. So it's the difference between a man and a male.
Sky says, The neighbor coming, the mailman, the telemarketer getting the invite. According to what you said, I could smash all of the above.
No, not according to what I'm saying, because I told
Well,
you
I'm
that.
gonna tell you something. According to the IRS, if I pay all of the bills, I am head of household.
Not true.
Oh, it's very true.
That's not true.
It's very true.
IRS doesn't go off head of household.
If I pay all of the bills, I'm considered head of the household.
Well, I claim my son every year, and it's me and his mom don't live together. But I
She don't wanna know why your cheeks red, Art.
Because for one, I'm light skinned and I'm a mailman, and I work in the sun all day, every day. So
nah, your cheeks wasn't red when we first started, bro.
Okay, we'll go back to it. My cheeks stay red. I'm not white. I'm not.
Justin says, I don't give a fuck what happened. I'm still the head of the household. In a perfect world, Justin, you are. But according to the rules of Arthur Derrick, it would be me. It would be me. I run this shit. I don't know. So, you know.
Hey, I'm gonna ask Jason, what you mean by focus, Art? What did I fall off at?
He wants you to focus on this. Jason says they're trying to throw you off. Jason trying to give you all kinds of. He's trying to give you all kinds of motivation because he feel like you can go toe to toe with me, and I don't know why he feels that way.
Jason is the big homie.
Jason is the big homie.
Yeah, you mad at that? Jason is.
Is he? Is Jason a big homie? He put you on.
He's a role model to me.
He put you on.
He didn't put me on. No, you my big sis. I wouldn't give that credit to no other girl in this world has that title. You're my big sis. He's the big homie.
Are you so full of shit? Cinnamon says, according to the IRS, yes. But I do agree with Art. A man is the head of household once we get married. Listen, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm playing devil's advocate because what's happening is this nigga's putting up these big ass fronts and acting like just because he does what he's supposed to do, he gets all of this room. He gets all of this room to move around and be who he wants to be. If you want to smash a multiple women, stay single.
Wait.
Justin says, my son said, Dad, what the fuck is he talking about? You let your son cuss, Justin?
This is what I don't like about, this is what I have a problem with women. Because y'all got terms like soccer mom.
We can tell you don't like women, Art.
What the fuck? Why would you say that?
We can tell. You have a problem with women. The things that you spew out of your mouth, you have a problem with women, bro.
No, I have a problem with the mentality of most women. Because I meet a lot of women who agree with what I'm saying. Just because they're not on here, because
agree with what you're saying. What are you saying?
What do you mean what I'm saying? That a man is head of household.
The man is head of household. Why?
At all times.
Why?
Because he's a man.
Why? Just because you're a man?
Why would you be with a man? I'm talking about a man, not a male. I didn't say a male. See.
So define man. Define man, Art.
Well, a man is somebody who understands both roles and who demands. A man is somebody who understands both roles. And he also understands that in order to be a man, you have to allow him to be the man. I can't be a man in a relationship if I'm with a woman who doesn't allow that or doesn't want that. Because, first of all, if you don't allow me to be a man, I'm going to move on. If what I'm saying doesn't reach your mental, fuck the emotional shit. Because women are emotional. But at some point, I got to get to your mental. So if I'm saying what I'm saying is only touching your emotional, I'm not for you. And I get that. But guess what? There are more women than men in this world. So fortunately for me, I can move on very easily. I don't have to deal with you. If you don't understand what I'm saying is not to hurt you, it's to benefit you. If you don't get that, then I will just move on as a man. See,
what's up, 12? I see you watching. All right.
No,
I'm glad you brought up that there are more women. I'm glad you brought up that there are more women in the world than men. Mm-hmm. Aisha says he can't be your big homie because none of this fly in his home.
Well,
Facts.
No, that's his home.
In Big L's voice. Shout out to Big L over on Spreaker.
First of all, let me say this about him. Me and him are both men. he don't have to agree with what I'm saying in my home. His kingdom is different from my kingdom. I'm saying how I look up to him is how a man, like my dad did a lot of fucked up, stupid ass bullshit that I would never do. That don't mean I don't look up to my dad. And I'm not saying Jason is my dad, but as a man, I see men, I'm not emotional when it comes to Jason. I'm able to eat the meat. I'm able to chew the meat, pause, and throw out the bone.
What's up, Bay? I see you watching, Maisha. What's good?
What I'm saying is, whatever I agree with him is what I take in. Whatever I disagree with him, I'm not gonna argue with him about it. I'm just gonna say I disagree, and I set it to the side. But what I agree with him makes eat the meat. Yeah, no, pause. Pause is fuck. I'm saying pause. All
right, let me get to polygamy because I don't want to do this all night with you because your ass is crazy. So, what are your thoughts on polygamy? Like multiple wives? Y'all leave Art alone in these comments talking about eat the meat. That is ridiculous. Do not do that to my boy tonight, please. Y'all should have been here last week when I was going in on him. What do you feel about polygamy, multiple wives? Now, the thought of having multiple wives is that you are a man of wealth, of stature, who is able to care for multiple households and sustain all of the wives that you acquire.
First of all, it's one household. Polygamy is one household. It's multiple women.
It's multiple family units, bro. So that's considered
That's one household, though. Polygamy means we all live under.
It's considered a household. Yeah. Each family unit is considered a household. I read up on this. I've gotten a couple articles, bro. I've done this week.
Hey, can somebody Google polygamy and
use your Googles? How many every week? I gotta tell you to use your Googles. You don't have assistants, bro. Now you're trying to pull in the people in the comments to be. So
I got my computer. Let's do this.
The thought. Okay, wait. Let me see. So Sherry says it's not for her. Sherry says, but more power to whoever do it. I love too hard for the butt.
We're going to you asked me my opinion is
Bill says the thought is gangster, but yeah, no. So the man travels from one house to the next. Here we go with Art saying
No. Y'all need to understand the story of King Solomon. He had 1,000 wives, and he was one of God's favorites. And
but all those 1,000 women weren't in one house, bro. That's not happening.
Yeah, of course they wasn't. But let me explain this.
So that's what I'm saying, household.
No. They were in his kingdom, though. So that means they all knew it. Study the story of King Solomon.
I know the story of King Solomon.
You know why? Do you know why King Solomon fell out of good graces with God?
Why?
It wasn't because he had 1,000 wives.
I know.
It was because he let the wives get in his mind, and he thought that the wives were more important than God. God blessed him with 1,000 wives, and he let these women tell him that they were the reason why he had 1,000 wives, and it wasn't God. God was the reason.
So we talking about King Solomon, or we talking about polygamy?
King Solomon was the number.
Stay focused.
Was the number one polygamist because he was the richest, and he had the most wives. So hold on, let me go tell you a story.
All right, you just agree with what I'm saying. The shit you was about to Google. Yes, Sherry. You know how Art goes on his tangents. If y'all are anywhere familiar with how we get down up in here, you know how Art goes on his tangents.
If you don't follow me on Facebook, or if you don't follow me on Facebook, you don't know me. So
okay. So if you follow Art on Facebook, you probably will not want to know him. But 12 is in the comments saying shout out to King Solomon. Goals. Wow.
King Solomon is my goal. King Solomon.
He's your goal?
Yeah, that's how.
So why do you want to have multiple women in your household, bro?
It's not because. Do you want to know all the reasons?
I'm asking you.
Financial reasons.
What? Explain this. Don't just rattle them off. Explain them. Give me your top 3 reasons.
I said, let me go through them.
Give me your top 3 reasons why you want to have multiple wives.
Financial reasons. because it would keep a woman in her place. It would keep a woman competing. It would keep a woman understanding that I don't need her as much as she thinks I do. You need me more than I need you. It will keep a woman in her place. So financial, to keep a woman in a woman's place, and thirdly, it would be for pleasure. It would be for pleasure. Because guess what? Can a woman have sex 30 days out the month?
No.
Okay. But I can though.
So what's your point?
But I can though.
What's your point?
Can I?
What's your point?
Answer the question, yes or no.
Yes, what's your point?
Well, that's my point.
And really, technically, a woman can have sex 30 days out the month because periods don't stop nothing but sentences, bro. If we just want to be real.
Oh, okay.
If we just want to be real, technically the box don't stop working because it's leaking.
Wait. What if I get you pregnant?
What does that matter? You still can have sex while you're pregnant. From what I hear, pregnant sex is the best sex.
Oh, that's from what you hear. Let me ask you this. What if you have the baby? How long do you have to go without having sex?
It's supposed to be 6 weeks? I've heard differently.
Do I have to wait 6 weeks if I'm living in a polygamous relationship?
Now, Maisha got a really good question in the comments. Thank you, babe.
Let me read this.
Maisha.
Fuck what Maisha talking about.
No, boy, wait a minute. Hold on. That's my babe. You don't play with the babe.
I'm not reading comments. I love
Maisha. Maisha wants to know, are men allowed multiple spouses only, or can women partake in multiple husbands as well?
No.
Because polygamy isn't one-sided. Polygamy just means having multiple spouses.
Let me read the definition of it. Polygamy.
So can I have 3 husbands? Again.
No, you asking me.
Why can't I have 3 husbands?
Because you're not me. Why would I want you to have 3 husbands?
Who gives a fuck about what you want? Nigga, I'm asking you. Why? I don't care about what you want. I don't want you to have 3 wives. I don't want to share you with nobody.
Is your job to protect and provide for these 3 husbands?
No, my job is to be there, nurture, take care of their children.
Okay, well then you can't have 3 husbands.
Why not? I don't need to protect you. That's not my role as a wife. My role as a wife is not to protect you, bro.
Oh, wait, you can't mix it up. You can't want my role and then say what your role is.
Polygamy is the Big L is in the comments over on Spreaker. He says, facts, Miss Neek, pregnant sex is the best. What I'm saying is,
Who said that?
Big L. Big L is in the Spreaker chat, and he says that pregnant sex is the best. Now, I don't know because I've never been pregnant. I don't know because I've never smashed a pregnant woman. But what I'm saying is polygamy is having multiple spouses. So that doesn't regulate it just to you.
Can I read the definition?
Sure.
Polygamy involves marriage that includes more than 2 partners and can fall under the broader category of polyamory. More specifically, when a man is married to more than 1 wife at a time, the relationship is called polygamy with an N, not a Y.
Yeah, that's when it's a man.
Hold on. And when a woman is married to more than 1 husband, it's called polyandry. So
they're both forms of polygamy. What are you talking about? Now, polygamy, like as Phil says in the status, polygamy is a male dominant practice. Which dominant does not mean that it does not include women.
I told you, polyandry is for women. And do you want to?
Yes, polyandry is a form of polygamy. That's the whole. Oh my God! All right, let me bring in some of these comments. Art is a comedian. This nigga's really funny. He is funny, right?
Polyandry is a form of prostitution, if you ask me.
How is it a form of prostitution? If I'm committed to all 3 of y'all, then I'm committed to all 3 of y'all. I'm not cheating if I go with all of y'all.
Go with what?
If I go with you and I go with him and I go with him, then how am I cheating? I go with all of y'all.
Because first of all, we already discussed what a man's job is. A man's job is to be to rule over you, basically.
No, that's not a man's job. A man's job is to protect and provide. You're not my ruler.
That's rulership. When you rule
No,
somebody,
it's not. Are you kidding me?
I'm the ruler of my son, right? I have a son, and I rule him. My job as the ruler of my son.
You're not supposed to rule him. You're supposed to raise him. But whatever.
When you raise him, you're the ruler.
You're not raising me. I'm a grown-ass woman.
Wait. You just told me that my job was protect and provide. Ain't that what you do for your children?
Right.
Ain't your
And
job
what else do you do for your children?
Huh?
What else do you do for your children?
You give them direction.
Uh-huh. And what else?
Do you
give them direction, or do you put down the hammer on them?
No.
Is it direction?
I don't know. Sometimes
you can give me directions, but I don't have to follow them, right?
Well, if you're my girl, you have to follow them.
I have to if I'm your girl or if I'm your wife.
Wife, whatever. If you're my wife, you have to follow my direction, or you just go follow somebody else's directions. It's plain and simple. If you're my girl, follow my directions. If not, why would I be with you? Why? If you're not following
Sky is in the comments, and Sky says, and prostitution is a female dominant thing, which means it's worse to have more than one wife. Wouldn't it be a brothel?
A real prostitute, is a hoe, and she has a pimp.
What's a prostitute, though? A prostitute is someone who gives up sex for money, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to get into that.
Well, I mean, you brought it up, didn't you? Why you don't want to get into it?
No. I don't want to get into that because.
So what is you said? You said that.
What is a husband? Let's define what a husband is. You want me to do that?
Sherry said she wouldn't follow you to the driveway. You guys have way too many comebacks for art right now. Don't do art this.
None of these women who don't get what I'm saying, because they're emotionally responding instead
Art, do you understand that you don't show any respect for a woman?
I do.
No, you don't.
Woman. No, I don't respect people. What? I do respect. It sounds like I don't respect females. A woman understands what I'm saying because she understands.
No, she doesn't.
I speak as a man, and what I think is, to answer your question, I don't think y'all appreciate what a man is. And a man.
Art, do you want to know if you're single?
What?
They want to know if you're single.
Well, what does that have to do with it? Does me being single change me being a man?
Does your woman go with that? Jason, I see you calling my name in the comments. I don't know what you're talking about, though.
Hey, what was the serious point? Because I don't know. Always throw me off, man. Jason, I'm glad he's the producer.
Jason produces every show. You're acting weird right now. Do you realize that you don't show any respect for women?
That's a lie.
How is it a lie?
I show respect for women who show respect for men. Now, it may come across as disrespect for females who don't understand when a man is speaking, because when a man is speaking, he is saying his truth. And I'm a man. I believe that I'm a man. What's your girl think about this? I said you made a good point. Hold on.
Big L says Art doesn't respect himself.
What the fuck type of nigga would say some bullshit?
Listen.
Is that a man's comment?
Do you believe that? Art, where did you come from? Who birthed you? A woman, right?
My dad. No, my dad.
No, your dad didn't birth you, honey.
I came from a man.
You came from the nuts of a man. Who birthed you? Who birthed you? Because if your daddy would have nutted on the towel, you would be nothing. So who manifested you, bro?
What's more important, the seed or the soil?
The soil.
Wow. So the soil determines what type of tree is grown.
No, the soil determines if the tree grows or not.
No. I asked you a specific question.
I gave you a specific answer.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You changed the definition of my question.
I did not. I answered your question.
What determines what tree is grown? The soil or the seed?
The seed. What's your point?
So what's more important? The seed or the soil?
The seed's not going to grow without the soil.
Okay, and the soil is not going to have a seed without the soil is not going to grow anything without the seed. I can say that both ways. Life begins in the man. Life begins in the man. Read that out.
You're not even supposed to be looking at the comments, bro. You're not. You're not supposed to be looking at the comments.
Because you're not reading my comments. Like you only. Right.
I am. I'm reading the comments. If you stop talking.
I'm not reading no more. I'm not reading no more. Can you address that?
Art is emotional, you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Art needs a moment. He's being real light skin right now.
About this shit. This shit that you talking about. This is my shit. This is home to me.
This hip
I was
talk.
raised by a
Jason
man.
wants you to work tonight.
Huh?
I'm real relaxed. Jason wants you to work.
I wish I could.
Yo, they laughing at you. I'm getting a lot of laughs. I'm getting a lot of laughs right now.
Wait, these are by men and women who don't understand what a real man is.
What? Explain what a real man is. Art, teach us. Art.
If you hear what I'm saying,
I'm listening.
I'm speaking to the man inside of each and every man.
Okay, so speak.
All men should understand what I'm saying. I'm not disrespecting women by what I'm saying. I'm just being a man.
What are you saying?
Anyway, we gonna go.
Huh? Tell the people what a real man is, Art.
A real man is somebody who is firm in what he believes in. And he believes in what he believes. See, what you laughing at?
The comments are coming in. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Nah, because
a real man believes in what he believes in. Go ahead. I'm listening.
And what I mean by that is he believes in it because this is what he knows. And he knows this by seeing other men, not by seeing other women. Because a lot of us black men were raised by women. And we were raised and taught to say, the first thing a black man says, don't say nothing about my mama, but you can say everything about your daddy. You can say my daddy was a deadbeat, niggas ain't shit, all this shit about your daddy, but your mom slept with this man. What does that say about your mama? But no, I can't say that because guess what? Now you.
What does it say about your mama?
Huh?
What does it say about their mama?
That means that your mama lowered her quality of herself. So your mama is.
How you know that man didn't change once the baby came?
How you know that woman didn't change when the baby came?
That's a possibility too. But why are we blaming all this shit on the mama?
No. You're not going to just skim through that. I want you to answer that. Since you're going to answer my question with a question, answer your question first.
What do you mean? What if I don't know that? What I'm asking you a question. My question is you're saying I asked you, how do you? I'm sorry, our Big L is in the comments over on Spreaker. I see you, Big L. I'm gonna pull you in just a second. What I'm saying to you is, we don't know what the dynamics are after the baby came.
Don't know.
Some men don't want children, and they won't leave. So that happens. Right, so, I mean, we don't know.
All right, let's just run through some questions.
Let me bring in a couple comments. Jason says, "I am with you, Art, as always." He's an asshole. So Aisha says, this is Mrs. Orleans, "We aren't emotional. You are unclear, inconsistent, and can't clearly articulate for us to understand. Your idea of women is always subservient to men, and that is misunderstood. That attitude can't sustain a marriage."
Yes. Okay. All right.
Which is why you're not married. And then, let me see. Justin says, "Fuck it, Art. Blame it on Eve." Oh, man.
Wait.
Sherry says he couldn't explain it last week, the week before that, 2 months ago. He couldn't, Sherry.
The definition of subservient is prepared. Do you know what prepared is?
You trying to play me?
No. Prepared. So to be subservient means you're prepared to obey others unquestioningly.
Right.
What's wrong with being subservient to your man? What's wrong with that?
So you're saying we're not supposed to question you?
Huh?
You're saying we're not supposed to question you?
No. That means you're prepared. It doesn't say that do not obey others unquestioningly. You're prepared to. That means that.
Read it one more time, Art, and speak up. Read it one more time. What is the definition of subservient?
Subservient is prepared to obey others unquestioningly. Prepared. Uh-huh. That means when I say something, your first thing is not to question what I'm saying. You should actually follow what I'm saying. And if you see it don't work, if I say something and you see it don't work what I'm saying, then leave. That's what a woman's supposed to do.
Why would I leave? Why am I forced to leave my marriage because I don't agree with what you're saying?
If you want to, I'm saying if I say something that is not like, let's just say, I say, do this, that, and that. Because if you do this, this, and this, our son is going to get straight A's. He's going to get a scholarship to school. And you do all this, and you're like, damn, my son getting D's and F's. And I'm doing everything he's saying to do. So you're like, this dude is not a proper leader. That's when you leave. because you were prepared to listen. That means that you were following me as I was saying it, but you were looking at the results, and you was like, the results don't add up to what you're saying. That's when you leave, and that's when I don't.
Why would I leave? Why are you not just open to hearing my suggestions, and then we make a better decision for our child? Why would I be forced to leave at that point just because you don't want to? Like, is it that bad? Like, is it like, is my way or the highway type shit with you? Like, is that how you think marriage works? That's not how marriage works.
Because that would help the man be a better leader. Because if you left me while I'm leading, and you're saying, and I was like, damn, well, maybe something I did was wrong. And that's the problem with a lot of women these days. Because they will follow niggas. What did I say wrong? I'm going to have to swipe to these comments because...
No, nobody's really talking in the comments. What I'm saying to you is that as a leader, you should be able to obtain feedback from the people that you're leading.
Wait.
Anything.
And as a follower, you should be able to understand who to follow. So you don't just follow anybody, right? As a follower, right?
Wait, say that again?
If you're a follower, do you just follow anybody?
No, you choose your head, but I mean, you're not going to make the right decision every time, Art.
You mean choice. That means that you have an option. You don't just have to follow this man because you know he is who he is. You have. I can do that. He is the controversial in person. Trump gang. That's my nigga.
Art is actually not single, surprisingly.
You don't know.
He's not married. Well, I guess if you're not married, you're single. So yeah, he's single technically.
No, I have a large following like King Solomon. That's what I have.
No, you don't. That's a lie.
Okay. Well,
that's a lie. Big L says you're scared of women.
Huh? Well,
Big L is in the comments.
Like I said, I have a large following like King Solomon.
Who is your large following, bro?
I would never tell you because I don't want you to corrupt their minds. Because you're going to get in their head.
You got a bunch of stupid thoughts following you? That's what's happening right now?
Your mind, their thoughts. That's in your mind.
Listen, your neighbor who brings in this Bombay every week is not a large following, bro. Okay. Y'all see all these gray hairs in my head? That is ridiculous. What is he ruling, Jason? Jason talking about let that man rule. What is he ruling, sir? What exactly is Jason ruling right now?
My kingdom.
What kingdom? Boy, you ain't got no kingdom.
Oh, okay.
Sherry says you're picking up apples off the ground.
No, I'm not.
We talked about this.
No, I'm not.
You got a group. Aisha says you have a group of broken thoughts, and that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. That
see, in your mind there are a bunch of broken thoughts, but in my mind, these are women who want direction. These are women who are tired of being lied to.
So you a pimp?
Huh?
So you a pimp?
Not far from it.
That's what pimps do.
Nah.
Pimps get broken thoughts and. Huh?
No, that's not what pimps do. You got pimps mistaken. Pimps give game to women. Pimps.
No, that's not what pimps do.
Okay. Well, in my opinion, pimps charge the women for the game that they give them. They don't charge the women for the pussy that they sell. They charge the women for the game that they give the woman. That's what you get.
Show the way art work. Jason, you are running completely out with this right now. He is a pimp. He's a pimp. The way he talks is a pimp shit.
No, don't ever disrespect none of.
So do you believe that marriage is a partnership, Art?
Huh? Yes.
Do you believe marriage is a partnership, right?
You hear my post? Read my post again. Go back to my post.
Go back to the one that where you said that fuck shit? Either I'm going to be faithful, I'm going to pay all the bills, I'm not going to do both?
Exactly.
Okay, so here's my thing. This is my question. Okay, so you're saying that you're not going to pay all the bills and be faithful.
Justin Johnson. Read what Justin Johnson said. Don't be skipping over when I got George.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see it. I didn't see it come in. No, that man uplifting his followers.
To read comments.
That man uplifting his followers. I just read your comment. Are you happy?
What you said. Speak your mind, Art. Do your shit.
I didn't see that. Where is that? I don't see that. Anyway.
Right above Justin Johnson.
Anyway, listen to my question. Do you believe marriage is a partnership?
100%.
Okay.
Not only, wait, let me elaborate. Give me some seconds. Not only is it a partnership, but it's a business.
Marriage is a business.
Right.
Explain that.
I need receipt. Huh?
Stop reading the comments and explain why marriage is a business.
Swiping right. I'm going to swipe right for another 10 minutes. Then I'm going to go back.
You.
Marriage is a... Damn. Fuck.
And
marriage is a business, for one, because marriage is a contract that you sign. And in any business, you sign when you do business, you sign a contract. A marriage license, when you have a license, that's a contract, and that's now a business. And then when you look on your marriage license, your name is spelled in all caps, meaning you're a business. So that's the legal reason why I say marriage.
Oh, because your name is in all caps, you're a business.
Yeah, Google.
Okay. Okay.
So, and that's why when your name is in your driver's license or your ID, it's in all caps, because you as an individual is a business. So if we're both businesses, when we get married, we merge into one business, right?
Okay. All right.
That means your debt, that means you take on my debt. Like let's say if I'm on child support and I get married to you, I don't have money to supply for the child support.
That is absolutely right.
That's the business.
That is absolutely right.
Marriage is a business legally.
And
it's also a business mentally, because if let's say we run a business, you have in a business you have your accountant in a business, you have your foot soldiers who are your mainline workers, you have your clerks, you have your greeters, you have all type of things in a business, right? So, but when you become man and woman, let's go back to roles. The man takes on, he becomes the foot soldier, he becomes the CEO, he becomes all this in the business. That's his job. The woman's job is she's the greeter, she's the what did I say? What was the word? She's the accountant. She has her role.
She's the operations manager.
She's the operations manager. She's the manager. But my job is the CEO. The CEO is not. A CEO doesn't manage the workers. The CEO doesn't necessarily manage the business. The CEO is the CEO. He meets with the bigwigs. He makes bigwigs decisions. He doesn't fucking come down to the common person's. Like, if you have to fire somebody or if you have to move on, like if you be like, you know what, we got to move on from this, or we got to do this, we got to make this decision. That's not my job. Is not to make that decision. Your job is to tell me, and my job is to make the decision of, okay, she said we make enough money now. We need to move from Compton to Lakewood. To put it in, this is LA terms. This is, I don't know if your people is from fucking.
To move from the hood to the suburbs, okay.
And you like, now we're ready to move from, and no disrespect from Compton. I love Compton. I hope to buy us a fucking house there when it gets gentrified.
Okay, go.
With the niggas. But so what I'm saying is, your job is to bring this to the CEO, and the CEO's job is to say the best decision is to do this. So that's what I'm saying. Marriage is definitely a business, because you have the CEO and then you have the next in charge.
So you feel like this is so to answer my question, you do feel like this is a partnership, right?
Yeah, definitely. I said all I had to say this.
What the hell? All right. So in said partnership, you have your role, I have my role, right?
Role. Key word.
It's a question. You have your role, I have my role, right?
Key word.
All right. So if you have your role,
which is also a double standard, right?
How is that a double standard?
Because a partnership means we're both equal. But if I have a role and you have a role, that's a double standard.
I don't understand your point. I don't understand what you mean by that, sir.
Partnership means we both won, right?
Partnership means that we came into an agreement to work on something together.
We came together as one. We'll have to Google.
Are we equal partners, or are we just in a partnership?
Partnership? What the fuck is it? unequal partner. How do you have a partner that's not equal?
You can easily have a partner that's not equal.
That's not a.
Otherwise, there would be no term equal partnership. What the fuck? What are you talking about, Art? Art, you're not listening to me. We're in a partnership, right?
Why? A partner is a person who takes part in an undertaking with another or others, especially in a business company with risk and profit. So if we're
What are you talking about? A partnership is what?
I just read it to you. Let me do it again.
Thank you, Phil. So Phil's in the comments, and Phil says 60-40 is still a partnership. It is not equal, but it's still a partnership.
No. 60-40 is not a partnership.
70-30 is an equal partnership. No. Use your Googles, Art. I tell you this every week.
60-40 is a relationship. That's a relationship.
No, 60-40 is a partnership. No, if I go into business with you and I'm able to, if I create a product and you are able to go out and market the product, right? And I tell you, okay, we're going to enter into this partnership. You go out and market the shit that I make, and I'm going to take 60%. You're going to take 40%. We're still in a partnership. It's just not equal.
First of all, that's a deal, and that's an agreement, and that's not.
It's a partnership. What are you talking about?
No. You can call that technically. That's what they call that now, but that's not the definition of a partnership.
What are you talking about, Art?
It's not the definition of a partnership.
That is the definition of a partnership.
Partnership.
Art.
I just read it.
I know.
So are we sharing the same risk?
What do you mean are we sharing the same risk? It depends.
So
if it's an equal partnership, yeah. If not, then no.
If I'm partners with you, I can lose it all, right?
Okay. I got a question for you. That's just came in.
I'm about to go back to these.
No, it's not in that chat. It's in another chat that you don't have access to. But the question is, why can't a woman rule?
What the fuck?
Why you look so confused? Why can't a woman rule?
I think that was the dumbest question. I don't even know why you asked it.
You think that was the dumbest question ever?
Dumbest question I ever had.
Okay, well, answer it. There are no dumb questions.
Can we skip that?
Nope, that's where we at. Why can't a woman rule? Art.
Why can't a woman protect and provide?
What?
Why can't a woman protect and provide?
Why can't a woman rule? Ruling does not include protecting and providing.
I asked you a question.
You think Queen Elizabeth doesn't rule?
What?
You think Queen Elizabeth doesn't rule?
No.
You don't? Who do you think rules?
Queen Elizabeth cannot marry a man and make him a king. If Queen Elizabeth marries a man,
Queen Elizabeth rules, honey. She's the matriarch over there. She rules.
She does not.
Yes, who's higher than Queen Elizabeth? Who rules Queen Elizabeth, sir?
The prince that becomes the king.
What the fuck are you talking about? There is no king right now. Queen Elizabeth is the head of that matriarch, right?
No, there's no such thing.
So who's above Queen Elizabeth right now?
Prince Harry.
No, he's not. He's not above her until he becomes king.
Okay. But when he becomes king, he can make other women princesses. Can Queen Elizabeth make another man a king?
No.
Okay.
What does that matter?
But can Prince Harry become the king and then make another woman a queen?
He's not going to give her ruling power.
She doesn't deserve it. I asked a simple question.
I'm asking you why.
Well, you always do this, man. You always.
What do I always do? Ask you questions?
Who said George Soros? Who is Goldie Wan Shinobi?
Answer the question.
What?
Answer the question. Arthur.
What? What's the question?
Whatever. Listen.
Yes. Who is Sky Thomas? I'm glad.
That's the person who thinks you're dumb. That's who Sky is.
He said Queen Elizabeth does not rule. She holds a place. It's just a title.
So who's higher than Queen Elizabeth? Sherry, Sherry, go on now. Sherry, you cutting up.
Hey, look.
I see you in the comments. You shut up.
A queen make a king.
Cinnamon says she protects and provides for her kids. So what do you mean?
No, she does not.
So Sherry doesn't protect her kids?
Who's Sherry? I don't know about her. Oh,
I'm sorry, not Sherry. Cinnamon says this. So Cinnamon says she protects and provides for her kids.
Well, good for her. You need to find you a man.
So, but you're saying that women can't protect and provide, though.
They can, but they need to find them a man. That's cool. That's cute. Go find you a man.
All right, you just say shit just to be saying shit, bro. No, I don't understand.
I'm glad you do that. Congrats to you. You're doing what you're
where does your beliefs come from? Where do you get this from? Where is this feeding to you from?
From being a man.
Who taught you how to be a man?
My dad.
So your dad taught you this. What is the basis of this for you?
And you know what? My dad wasn't the greatest man ever. My dad was...
No man's perfect.
No. To be honest with you, my dad was an example of what a man shouldn't be to his woman, but what he should be to the kids. My mom was the... I don't want to go here. My mom was the provider for my house, and I went without nothing. I was always best dressed. Like, my mom was the provider, but my dad was always the protector, and my dad was my dad. I would never say my dad disappointed me in his role, but as a man, I would never want the role of my dad. Because at the same
so let me ask you this. So my question to you is
hell no. Wait, hold on. I gotta address this. Did Art have a bad relationship with his
I know
mom?
we're gonna get to that. I don't want you to go off of emotion. I saw that comment. We're gonna talk about that.
Not emotional.
So my question to you, huh?
Not at all. I'm not emotional. Because I'm not.
So for people listening on Spreaker, the question is, did Art have a bad relationship with his mom? Is that why he's like this? And Justin says, man, Art, I told you, when in doubt, just blame it on Eve. Which we're going to have a conversation about Adam and Eve, too, later on down the line.
Ruined the kingdom. Justin, Adam?
No, because if a man was ruling, if Eve came to that man with this apple, and this man decided to follow Eve, then, oh, well.
Wait. First of all.
Who's leading?
The man told let me get 30 seconds on Adam and Eve. Why?
Okay, go ahead, get your 30 seconds in, bro.
Because Adam told Eve that God told him that you can eat from every fucking tree but the tree of knowledge. That's what he told Eve, right? And then Eve went out into the garden, and then Eve got deceived because the serpent told Eve, who told you that you can't eat from every tree but the tree of knowledge? And then she said, my husband Adam. And she said, God told Adam this. And then the devil told him, you can eat from any tree that you want to. She basically said,
is that how that went?
Huh?
Is that how that went?
Yeah, read it again. The serpent told Eve that.
The story I heard was the serpent told Eve that God doesn't want you to eat from this tree because he doesn't want you to know what he does.
He asked her the question. He made her question herself. But I don't want to go there because we can do
You
this.
did want to go there. You just asked to go there. That was your thing. So anyway, now these views that you have, you say that your dad taught you this, right?
Wait. Why is somebody...
Get out of the comments, bro. Get out of the comments because you get real distracted. Swipe right.
All right.
So your question is... Wait, what? I'm sorry, text messages are coming in. I'm getting...
Yeah, I ignored it.
So, Adam and Eve, bro. So, we're not going to blame that on them. We're going to talk about the fact that you feel that women can't lead because your dad taught you that, right?
No. You make
this is what you said. You said you got it from your dad, right?
No, you're trying to break it down. Like,
So where did you? I have to break it down. There's no way for us to get to the bottom of this if we don't break it down. So I'm asking you, where did you get the ideal that women are not fit to lead? Where did you
I
get
will
that?
tell you this. All right. And even if my mom is my best friend, so she understands it. Me and my mom is my best friend. So anybody
That's
that
beautiful.
my mom is my best friend. She tells me when I'm wrong, and I tell her when she's wrong. And we agree to disagree. My mom is my best friend. Everything that I say. So I don't want people to think that me and my mom, I hate women. No, my mom is my best friend. Me and my aunties are very close. They don't agree with everything I say, but they understand that I'm a man. When they look at me, they be like, okay, he's a man. I remember when he was a boy, I raised him, but he's a man. I gotta let him go. I gotta let him be a man. So my mom understands that about me. I said that to say this. When my dad was in the household, and no matter how fucked up, no matter if this would be a whole nother show if I told you how my dad was.
Let's just talk about it. We got time.
No. Because you won't let me take a piss. I gotta use the restroom.
I told you, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I know y'all don't know much about this Facebook Live thing, but every week, Art has to use the bathroom like a kid. Like, you know, mommy, I gotta go pee. I gotta go. He does this every week. And I specifically told Art, we are going to be live on Spreaker, which shout out to my boy Big L and everybody else listening over on Spreaker. We are live on Spreaker. And I told Art, go use the bathroom. You know how when you know you're about to go on a long trip and you tell your kids, yo, go to the restroom. Go use the bathroom right now. Do you got to pee? Go. So that's what I told him before we got on air. And that's not what Art did, apparently. I'm going to pull in questions because, as y'all see, Art has gotten up and left. Now, Phil, I agree with you. Phil says, can a woman rule? Yes, she can. Was she made to rule man? No, I do not believe that. I do not believe that there is a man out here that is fit to be ruled by a woman. That's not my place. My place is not to control you. My place is not to direct you. You are supposed to be my lead. You're supposed to be, I see these comments coming in, y'all so disrespectful to Art. But you're supposed to be my head. And as a woman, it is my duty to choose the proper head. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's my job to do. Did you even wash your hands?
Yeah, you didn't hear?
You're so disgusting. So I do agree with you on that, Phil.
Where's the camera? Oh, that never was there.
Anyway, so Justice says this was a bad decision on Eve's part. Maisha comes in and says, unresolved, suppressed childhood-ish has manifested into this. You're not your dad, bro. And he gives you a hug.
Wait. First of all, I am my dad.
Nah, you're not your dad. You're a manifestation.
I am my dad's seed. And a tree is known by the bear. Wait. What does the Bible say? The Bible says...
A tree is known by the fruit it bears.
There you go. Look at me. You believe in the Bible?
I know my stuff.
Do you believe in the Bible?
Yes, I do.
All right. Do you understand that the Bible was written for us?
Yes. What's your point?
All right. Let's move on.
All right. Let's move on. So, Cinnamon says she hopes your next child is a girl, which I do too. I really do. Sherry says he just said Adam told her, and he said the serpent told him. I don't know what Art was talking about when he was trying to explain that story of Adam and Eve.
Adam told her that we are supposed to eat from every tree except for this specific tree. And then the serpent told her, why did he questioned what Adam said, what made her think of, okay, what did my husband said this, my ruler said this, but this other man is coming and saying this. So who do I listen to? Because
this other man or the serpent?
Well, the serpent, you want to see the definition of a serpent? A snake doesn't have to necessarily be in the physical form. It's a snake. That's what a snake does. You know,
a serpent in the Bible.
Let's look it up.
Sky comes in the comments and says Eve never questioned herself. She had a goal and she did what she had to do to achieve that goal. Sky, I want you to elaborate on that for me, please.
Please do. Please do.
They said that your Bible is in crayon. I don't. There are many men with this behavior. Obi-Wan Shinobi's in the comments. Sky comes in and says women can lead, but I don't believe they were made to lead men. And I, again, agree with that. I don't want to lead a man.
Wait. Pause.
Why are we pausing?
Wait. The definition of a serpent. The first definition, of course, a large snake. Boom. That's simple. That's for not smart person. The second definition says.
All right.
Wait.
No, look at me. Talk up. I can't hear you.
Okay. The second definition says a sly or treacherous person, especially one who exploits a position of trust in order to betray it. Do I have to read it again? A sly or treacherous person, comma, especially one who exploits a position of trust in order to betray it.
So you're saying that the serpent in the Bible was actually a person?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to let you run with that. 12 is in the comments, and 12 says, truthfully, some women don't know how to let a man lead. I agree with that as well, 12.
Oh, who said that? Who said that?
12 Crawford.
Oh, that's another name. Hey, send me a friend request, bro.
Don't send him no friend request. That's ridiculous. Cinnamon says, then why do you disrespect women so much? When you have a daughter, your mind will change.
Man, oh my God, man, I hate.
You ever said you was gonna cry in the bathroom?
I don't disrespect women. I just disagree.
12 says men are meant and designed to lead. I agree with that. There's no dispute on my platform at all about what a man's position is.
Wait. Let's break this down.
What are we waiting on?
Let's break this down. What he said. If men are designed to lead, what are women designed to do?
Follow.
All right, keep going.
So what's your point?
Okay, let's just keep going. It makes sense.
I'm just bringing it. Oh God, they're so disrespectful. I'm not even gonna read these disrespectful comments.
Oh, I'm about to. Let's go.
No, I'm not finna. Get out the comments, Art.
Nah, I like to be disrespectful.
Goldie Shinobi says some cats want to be ruled by women. Buy him a PS4 and some weed, and he cool. And that is another thing.
Nigga, for one, I don't play PlayStation.
We're not talking about you. We're not talking about you, Mr.
So
Postman. Because he says some cats. You're not some cats. Some men are like that. Some men are okay with their women running the household.
You are who you attract. You attract men who play PlayStation and smoke weed. That's who you attract. That's your work.
What does that matter that there are still men out there that do these types of things?
I don't give a fuck. Whoever said this would never attract a man
so a woman that's able to take care of a household would never attract you? Is that what you're saying?
Huh? No. There's no woman
that's able. All right. I'm hearing you need to get all right, pay attention to me. I need you to get closer. They can't hear you. I'm getting word in my producer chat that I need you to get louder, baby.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna get louder.
Because you should have your headphones. You're not prepared.
I'm gonna buy some tomorrow. Don't worry. I'm gonna buy some either tomorrow or Sunday. I go to work tomorrow.
That's not helping us tonight.
Huh? Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. I apologize to you.
Okay. So I have Phil in the comments. Phil says, I can see the views of some women. When Eve opened her eyes, she didn't see Adam. She saw God first. So in that, you can see some reluctance in women to not follow a man so easily. It's in the DNA.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie.
It's not a lie.
Wait. Eve was made out of the rib of Adam.
I know, but what does that matter?
Okay. Let me say this. What does a rib do to you? What does a rib do to a person? What does a rib do?
Your rib is there to protect you. Your most.
Thank you.
Most precious.
Okay, you say I'm glad you're smart.
Are you are you letting me talk? Or are you just like,
no,
what are you doing?
You're saying the words, and once you said that, you're done. I didn't think you was gonna be able to say that. So you are made out of the protection of me. So a rib
out of your most precious internal organs. Yes,
exactly. So you were made out of the protection of my life, and Eve is also known as a helpmate.
Right.
Right. So
Right.
what's more important? I'm gonna say this. So Eve was actually a gift to man, right?
Right.
What's more important, the man or the gift?
What do you, I don't understand your point.
It's a simple question. If it's
What's
my
more
birthday,
important, the man or the gift? What do you mean?
if it's my birthday, what's more important? Me being my birthday or the gift you give me?
You, I guess. What
Thank
does
you.
that matter?
So Eve is known to be the gift to man. That doesn't make her more important than the
So
man.
Eve was provided to man because God felt that he needed a
A help,
helpmate.
a
So
help.
there's a need there, sir. So that does not diminish my importance. I am a gift to you.
No, it
God
does not.
decided that
It
I
does
am
not.
something
It
that
does
you
not at
needed.
all.
And the reality of it all is, and I've said this on multiple shows, man protects the woman from the world. The woman protects the man from himself. So I am here to be your
Wait,
helpmate.
Johnson just said the gift is more important than the receiver.
I haven't gotten that far in the comments, and you're not
No,
even
I
really
gotta ask
supposed to be in
Justin
them.
this question.
You're
So
supposed to be in here with me.
look, Justin, if I buy you a pair of Jordans for Christmas as a gift, what's more important, the Jordans or the feet they're worn on? Keep going, keep going.
What are we
Because I don't
talking
get
about?
that.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
How is the gift more important than the receiver of the gift?
I don't even know what you're talking about. What
Come
I'm
on,
saying
let's
is
figure it out.
that God felt as though there was something that you were lacking. There was something that you needed. And he took
Hey, you know what?
from
Who is this nigga? Please, TW
it's 12
apostrophe L
Crawford. I just told you that.
12.
None of
Please send me a
art,
friend request.
art, pay attention to
I
me.
gotta be your friend.
Art, pay attention
No,
to me because I am broadcasting live on Spreaker and I don't have time for you to be paying attention to these
I'm sorry,
comments when you're supposed to be engaging with me.
I'm sorry.
Okay? So I need you to swipe right because you're not doing a really good job of incorporating these comments into the conversation. So
What? No. See,
swipe right, Art. For real. Swipe right.
without the gift, we wouldn't be here.
Swipe right, Art, please.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm swiping. No, actually,
I appreciate you. Thank
it is
you.
right. I swipe right. Look.
It says it. Oh my God. All right, let me bring in some of this. Aisha says, so if Eve is made of the rib, isn't she meant to protect? It seems to me the man needs a woman just like your lungs need protection to live. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you. God saw that you needed something to be brought into your life to protect you from the world. I am protecting you, which is symbolic of what I was made of. I was made of the things that protect the very things that you need to survive. Your heart, your lungs, all of your intestines. If any of those things get damaged, you could very well perish. So because of that, God has created me from that as a woman, and I am here to protect you. So Justin says, Art, without the gift, we wouldn't be here. And Sky says, I think she's elaborating on her earlier comment. She says,
What? Well, why would any man say that? Like, that's so confusing to me. Without the gift? No, without.
Art, where did you come from?
Huh?
Where did you come from?
I come from God.
No, baby, you come out of my womb.
No,
God even had to bring forth a woman to bring his son, his only begotten son to this earth. He needed the womb of a woman to bring you here.
That's not true.
You come from me. I birth nations. I have the ability to expand kingdoms.
That's not true.
That is true. You did not come from the nutsack of a nigga.
Yes,
you didn't get birthed out of your daddy's nuts. Your daddy had to implant himself into me, and from that, I manifested you. Me, the woman.
Wait. So you think that you're more important? So, was Joseph more important than Mary? Mary was more important than Joseph.
Yes, Mary. God had to go and get Mary to birth his son. My nigga, what are you talking about?
Why did God speak to Joseph first?
What?
Why did God speak to Joseph first?
Because Joseph was Mary's husband.
So why did if Mary is more important, why did Joseph say, Wait, do you know what begotten means? Do you know what begotten? Let me show you what
All
begotten
right, all right,
because,
all right, all right.
nah, because I don't think so.
Would Jesus have been born if it were not for Mary?
Yes,
Where would Jesus have come from if it were not for Mary?
Jesus was the begotten Son.
Where would
So
Jesus have come from if it were not for Mary,
it
bro?
didn't have. Wait,
Just
Jesus
not, and
had,
just answer my question, please, please, please.
uh-huh.
Where?
Anybody else?
Anybody else? Anybody else? Like what? A woman?
No. A man, because he talked to Joseph first.
What man is going to birth Jesus?
Wait, can I do this? Can I do this?
Joseph didn't have anything to do with the conception of Jesus. Jesus was implanted by God. What are you talking about?
And neither did Mary.
Mary had to give permission for her to even be implanted, bro. She said, "Be it unto me." Go read your Bible. Use your Googles. Do something.
Wait, hold on. See, this is why I don't want you. This is where I don't want you to play me.
All right.
I talk a lot of crazy shit. I do a lot of crazy shit, but the Bible is my. Okay,
all right. What did Mary say when God came to her with the proposition of Jesus? What did she say?
There was no proposition.
There was a proposition.
He told Joseph.
What did Mary say when the proposition was provided to her about birthing Jesus? What did she say? This is a famous line from the Bible, bro.
You tell me.
I just said it, actually, so you really shouldn't have these kind of perplexities right now. She said, "Be it unto me."
What? What verse is that? What verse? What Bible verse? Let's not go here because.
Okay, I don't want to do this with you.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to teach art every day.
Wait,
Eve came from his side.
Wait. Let's just do this.
I'm not going to do this with you.
No, let's just do this real quick.
I'm not going to do this with you.
20 seconds. Give me 20 seconds. The definition of begotten, when you Google it, right, it goes to beget, right? And the verb is used with subject. It says this. And it says, especially of a male parent, to procreate or generate offspring. That's what.
Right. That's the only son that God created. His only begotten son.
No, that's not the only son. It was his first. Do you understand what first means? First doesn't mean only. Because we're all God's children, right? Anyway, let's just change the subject.
No. Anyway, let me bring in some more comments. Goldie wants to know, my boy Nelda says, Eve came in from his side. Eve came from his side to be his complete mate. Everything in the garden had an actual mate but Adam, so Eve was created. Sherry says, Neek sounded like Nikki. All you niggas is my sons. Jason is in the comments, and Jason, who's usually your ally, says, "Be it unto me." Be it unto me is the statement that Mary made. Joseph was a humble and understanding man. We didn't went into the whole Bible conversation. Lord have mercy, I did not plan. Let me put this liquor to the side. We talking about the God.
Our viewers went down. They dropped. Like they coming back. Like they done with the Bible.
They coming back. Mary said, Aisha says, Mary said, "Be it unto me." She accepted the task. She had to be willing. He didn't speak to Joseph first. He went to Joseph after she agreed to bring Jesus in the world. Use your Googles. Don't look confused. Don't look confused. Use your Googles. 12 is in here talking about it's a man's world. Yes, indeed. Whatever, 12.
That's why I want my own show. That's why. Please help me get my own show. Will y'all follow me? Follow me on Facebook, everybody. Because
goodness. So Goldie comes in and says, "I don't know, Sky. Her desire couldn't have been of God, for she completely disobeyed him, being of the snake." Sky says her desire was not of God, but to have the knowledge of God, that she wasn't.
That's why she was told not to eat from the tree of knowledge, because she was supposed to get her knowledge from her man. If she went outside of her man to get knowledge, the tree of knowledge, man, come on, man.
Oh my God, how did we get into Bible study with y'all? Okay,
I told you to stop. This is.
You brought the Bible up. What are you talking about?
And I also
You literally bought the Bible up, bro. This is you.
Stop. Let's just change this because I'm trying to tell you how you guys been corrupted from the beginning.
It's not about being corrupted. And I don't even know how we got here because we talk about polygamy tonight.
Can I tell you why? Because
can you do what?
Women were in your comment section asking, how do I believe what I believe? And I was telling them how I believe. And they said, and I also said it was from my dad. And then I was trying to give you teachings from my dad, who is not the greatest person ever, but also told me that it's somebody greater than him that taught him. He's not, my dad was by no means, he was a human, just like I am. And I would tell my son the same thing. I am by no means perfect. But
nobody's perfect. Nobody walking the face of this earth is perfect.
So what I will leave to my son is what my dad left to me. And we're going to build on it. So we're going to get back to perfect because one day we were perfect. It was a time where man was perfect because we understood the laws. And the law was created by whoever you believe in. When you follow to the T by what you believe in, and you don't let these worldly values control what you think, what you say. Because me, I'm not controlled by what anybody says on here. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about me on here. I love
y'all are listening to Freestyle Friday. This is an extension of the conversation with your girl, Miss Neek. I am your host, and I have a co-host here by the name of Arthur Derrick. We talk about art all week. We talk about art throughout all of Love, Sports, and Hip Hop.
I heard y'all talking about me on y'all last show. I heard you talking about me on your last show.
We always talk about you, Art. Nah, you give us a lot to talk about, bro. You give us a lot to talk about.
Emotional or mad, y'all talked about me last week, but no, y'all really went in on me, the girl, and I listened to the whole because I just.
Oh, you mean on my show, on the conversation, which you guys can catch tomorrow night. It's typically at 7, but it may come a little bit earlier. I have to talk to my guests, but we will continue this conversation about polygamy. This time from a woman's standpoint.
Can I get my own show? Like Neek, I keep asking you every week.
You do ask me every week, Art.
Can I get my own?
You don't want to do. You don't want to do short. You don't want to do the show with me no more, Art.
Yes, this is the mainstay. This is where I started from. I love you to death, man. This is you bring the best out of me. No other woman brings this shit out of me but you. For 2-3 hours a night, Friday night.
So I got Big L in the speaker chat. Big L says, Miss Neek, tell Art it's a man's law that says you can't follow a male's page with no shirt on, no homo. So I think you need to change your profile page, Art.
Wait. Oh, Jesus Christ. I probably got 1 or 2 pictures when I was in Cancun.
Well, you all listen. Your profile picture is you without a shirt on, and don't nobody want to follow another man with no shirt on. You asking all these men to follow you, and they don't want to follow you. You ain't got no shirt on, bro. I mean, it's a pause. It's a pausable moment here. It's a pausable moment.
That's inspiration, man. Put the shirt off. That's the time.
All right. Listen.
Hey, bro, that was funny, bro. Who said
Listen,
that?
women are loyal. Women are loyal by default. We have, yes, we are. Women, not females, women. Didn't we make a distinction earlier? Women are loyal by default. We love our men. And if you can't,
men are loyal.
Nah, men are loyal to themselves. But like Justin says in the comments, it always comes down to what we want. And women are just, we're loyal. When we love you, we love you. And we're going to stand by you. We're going to support you. And we're going to make sure that you're okay. And that's our natural instinct to continue to nurture and make sure that you're fine. And I don't think that polygamy on the opposite side, where women have multiple husbands, is anything that we would want to explore. I personally don't.
Polyandry. You look that up.
Okay, for sure. Thank you, Art. You know something finally. But I'm trying to get to the bottom of where you think the benefit lies in having multiple wives, and you haven't been able to tell me. You told me what you thought your your reasons were, but you never elaborated on it. So you said financial, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you said, I can't remember the second one. To keep a woman in her place. And then your third one was, what
That
was it?
sounds.
Pleasure?
That sounds.
It's very misogynist. I'm glad that you're able to
But
recognize.
I will tell you this. I will tell all your listeners and my people this. I am very I'm very misogynistic. Just like women are very feministic, and they have the feminist movement. I'm with the misogynist movement. I'm very misogynist. I'm very all about men. I'm very all about what's the word?
Okay, while you
What do you
think
call?
about that, I want to
No.
bring in Goldie's comments. Goldie says women have become adaptable based on the men of today. We all have positive and negative attributes. However, confusion may be an understanding, and people become comfortable with living in extreme conditions. 12 says men can definitely be loyal and women can definitely be disloyal. I understand that too, 12. That is very factual. We all have the capabilities of
Man,
being
12 is
anything.
my nigga. That nigga right there. That's a real.
And well, you at 12 go have y'all a little moment. Sky
What
says,
12?
I believe that's what
12
she wanted. Much like many women of
what
today,
12
we support and
LA?
protect our knowledge, but we support and protect, but our knowledge is incredible.
12 not
Personally,
LA
sir,
nigga. 12 from LA.
no, 12's not from LA.
She's not.
Um, I understand the whole financial situation, but realistically, if we're talking about polygamy, where as a man you have multiple wives, I'm not really sure how finance plays in if we go by the traditional standards of it. If it's 3 people contributing to a household, or 4 people, or however many wives you decide to have contributing to a household, then that I can understand. But if we go by the traditional standards of polygamy and you're a husband and you're supposed to be caring for all of your wives, then I'm not really sure how having multiple wives helps your financial situation. Can you elaborate on that?
Okay, I will. Because financially, I don't have to pay for childcare because I got 5 women in the house, and me personally, I paid for childcare $500 a month, which was cheap. I didn't complain about it. That was the cheapest I found. Childcare, $500 a month. I paid that. I paid $500 a month financially for childcare. If I was in a polygamous relationship, I wouldn't have to pay that because I got women who will watch this child. I also paid. I paid for everything, and I love my son to death. Like if you understood me and my son's relationship, no, I would do anything for my son. There's nothing. My son is me all over again. So I'm saying if I was in a polygamous relationship, I wouldn't have to pay for this.
You
I
wouldn't
would
have to
have.
pay for childcare, but then what? But you got to feed all of these people. You got to feed the children that they produce.
Yes,
You have to
but
pay for the housing. You have to pay for the bills. Like,
all I would have to do was focus on making money. Like I know how to generate money. If it wasn't for me having to get off work at 6 o'clock to go pick him up and bring him back to the house, I can make money from 6 o'clock in the morning till fucking 12 o'clock at night.
well, what's the point of having all those wives if you're not home to be with them?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? What's the point of having multiple women that you're not home to satisfy and take care of?
Well, there's such thing as days off. I can take days off, but you have to understand that I'm working to provide for you.
Yeah,
If you
me and her over there,
yeah, okay, well,
and all our children.
if I can't afford to do work for you, her, and her, then you shouldn't be in a polygamous relationship with me. But if I am able to, let's just say Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tristan Thompson is able to have a baby by Khloe, fuck with this side chick, fuck with this side chick. He's able to do that because he has the money to do it. Like he can do it. And do you know the club he went to? It costs $140,000 a year just to go inside that club. Like wherever he was at, it costs. You have to have a membership to where he got caught at. So he thought he was being really safe, but what he did was dumb. Like, if you want to be a cheater in this day and age, you're 6'9". He let his girl follow him into the team hotel. He went to the team hotel. Like, he did a lot of fucking dumb shit.
Yeah, that whole situation was dumb. I mean, the whole situation was dumb.
It was dumb, but at the same time, I won't bash him because he deserves to do it. He can afford to do it.
He doesn't deserve to do it. How do you deserve?
He's not married to her.
Right. Hey, listen, if you're not married, you're single. You're right.
Khloe Kardashian.
But what I'm saying is you can't really use Tristan Thompson as the type of nigga to model any of this after, because whatever his name is, but he doesn't take care of all of his kids. So
that's not. Wait. That's not for you to decide.
It's not about me deciding. I'm talking about his mother, the mother of his children. They're clearly saying this.
No. I don't agree with that.
I don't give a fuck about what you agree with, nigga. What you talking about?
I'm telling you, I don't agree with that. Because
Justin's in the comments. Justin says, man, he don't take care of his first son, so fuck him. It's not just me, bro. Let me bring in some of these other comments. Now, so he's trifling. Yes, he's trifling. Art, do you think you can? So, Art, let me ask you this: do you think?
Let's get together on some shirts. We need to make some shirts.
Listen, Art, pay attention. You're not even really supposed to be in the comments. Didn't we already establish that you were swiping right?
I told you every 10 minutes.
No, you're not. You're not in the comments, bro. You're not there. All right. So, do you think? So, let's say you were grossing $40 million a year.
Woo!
Right? You on some LeBron shit tonight, right? All right. Do you think you can handle being in a polygamous relationship?
Yes.
Yeah?
I think if you make $40 million a year, you should not be with one woman. If you make $40 million a year, you are stupid if you get married to one woman.
You stupid if you get married, or you stupid if you get married to one woman?
One woman. You are fucking dumb. Because marriage is basically for the middle class. Because if I die, then that marriage is about if you're no longer here. It's a contract. It's a deal. If I die, you're tied to me. Then that lets me know you're with me. But if you're fucking multi-millionaire, why give one woman the control? Because you know what happens? I want to tell you what happened with Eazy-E. Eazy married a woman, like, he found out he had AIDS. Then he married his wife 2 weeks before he died. And guess what his wife did with the money? She didn't give his kids grew up broke. Like, all his kids, Eazy had like 10, 12 kids. The only kids that got...
What are we talking about? Listen, just pay attention to me. Follow me. I don't care nothing about this, man. So you have $40 million a year. You say you want multiple wives, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So do you feel as though just having the $40 million is enough to sustain marriages with most of these women?
Yes. $40 million.
So you think that money is it? How are you emotionally gonna support these women?
Wait, to a woman, yes. To a woman, wait. How many women you know are gonna make? Let's say I have 10 wives. I make $40 million.
You're missing my point. My point to you is how do you emotionally support these women?
It's not about your emotions.
It is about my emotions, my nigga. You can't just. I don't give a fuck about your money.
Wait. If it's about your emotions, then why do women put men on child support?
To take care of their children.
But it's about your emotions. I can take care of you.
No, we're not in a relationship. There's no reason for. Why are we talking about my emotions if we're not in a relationship? I'm talking about if I was your wife, nigga.
Why would man be on child support if it's not about emotions? Why wouldn't you let this man?
Sir, how many women are putting men that they're in relationships with on child support?
In relationships with? That doesn't exist. I'm saying this.
What? Wait, say that again. What was that?
Women who... Wait.
Answer my question. How many women are in a relationship with a man that they put on child support? How many? How much does that happen?
0.
Okay, so my emotions don't matter if we're not in a relationship, my nigga. But I'm talking about if I'm married to you, if you marry me, you're my husband. This is a relationship. Fuck the business side of it. You're my husband. I can't, you've already told me, I can't go out. I can't go be with another man. I can't get emotional support from no other nigga. So I'm coming to you, my husband, to support me emotionally. How do you manage the emotional support for all of your wives?
I don't. Well, first of all, you mix two things together.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you said, how do I if you're not with me, how do I emotionally manage you? Right? That's what you said at first. And then you said if I had multiple wives, that means I'm with all of y'all. If y'all my wives, I'm with all of y'all.
Right, but you're still my husband. You told me I can't go be with another man. There's no other man that's going to console me. There's no other man that's going to be affectionate to me when I need him. There's no other man that's going to lay up with me and talk to me about my problems. There's no other man that's going to give me everything that I need in a relationship.
Get up.
Sorry. I got a phone call. Sorry. But you're in a relationship. You're in a relationship, bro. So if you're in a relationship right now, you know it's not just about you paying the light bill. You know it's not just about you making sure the rent is paid. You know that you have to be emotionally in tune with your child's mother in order for your relationship to work. You know that. Don't play me like you don't know that.
No, you're all over the place. I don't know where you're
I'm not. I'm in one lane, bro. I have not moved.
Where you at?
So what I'm asking you is if you have multiple women that you are going to maintain a marriage with, right? Mm-hmm. These women, yes, you take care of them financially and all that shit. But who manages their emotional support? How are you doing that?
First of all, your emotions is how you feel, right?
That's what emotional means, bro.
Are you done?
I'm here. I'm sorry. Phone calls. Sorry. Phone calls.
Yeah, man. Hey, tell these niggas it's getting late. Look, you got these emotional niggas. They're like, why are you talking to this nigga? He a pimp. They think I'm a pimp. They get jealous. Like, why your brother talking all this pimp shit? It's a bunch of sense. Tell them niggas.
I told you I had something to do after the show.
Man, we got all night. Fuck this shit.
No, we don't. No, we don't. I'm not. All right, I don't have the emotional capacity to talk to you all night.
So you look good this week. You cut me off last week way early.
What? Yeah, because you was talking crazy and everything died down and people was leaving. It was too much.
Anyway, let's go back. Because you was
okay.
You said emotional. My job is to control your emotions, right? So when you get emotional and you start talking about emotionally and all, that's how you feel. How you feel is not what's real. Just because you feel that way, that doesn't mean it's real. So just because you're emotional and you're feeling this way, that doesn't mean it's real.
What the fuck are you talking about, Art? I'm asking you, how do you support your women? How do you support your wives emotionally? Like Jay says in the chat, spiritually. How do you support these women? Like I don't even really think that you have a real concept of what marriage is. I really don't. I don't care that you have enough money to pay my bills. If I'm in a relationship with you and I am not allowed to go out and be with anybody else, I am not allowed to be fed spiritually, emotionally, mentally, or none of this by no other man, then why am I with you? Because there's another man out here who will do those things for me and take care of me. So what I'm asking you is it that you feel you are capable of being a husband to multiple women? How do you manage the emotional support that you are required as a husband to give to these women? You want to protect and provide? Provide me with emotional support. Provide me with mental support.
Can I talk while it's in my brain, what you just said?
Go ahead.
Let me say, first of all, I will teach you that your emotions aren't important. Because your emotions...
I'm sorry, my emotions aren't important?
No, because let me explain. Because they're just feelings, and once you understand that your emotions are just feelings, you will understand that you only feel this way right now. You're mad. You're being selfish, actually, because if I'm telling you, I'm gonna say I got 8 women, and you know this, and you're telling me I'm mad at you because you were with this girl this day. I only got 8 women. It's 365 days out the year. I mean, you will get.
So you think that the only time a woman shows emotions is when you're with another woman? If I'm jumping into a polygamous relationship, don't you think that I'm aware that you're going to be with other women? There's more to this than that. I need to feel affection. I need to feel compassion. I need you to be there for me as my man. What are you talking about?
Let's go into if we're in a polygamous relationship, your selfishness is going to tell you while I'm with you. You know what's going to go through your head?
I'm selfish because I need emotional support?
No. I can be giving you the emotional support. But you know what goes through your head? You treat this other girl like this. This is what happens with dudes with multiple baby mamas. You know how?
Oh my God.
Calm down.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Listen, Sky wants to know, how do you keep wife number 1 from getting upset because she wants him on Friday and not Mondays anymore? But wife 3 just lost a baby on Monday and needs you with her.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't categorize them as wife 1, wife 2, wife 3. They're all wives. They don't have a position.
Man, if you married one, then you married the next one, then you married the next one. Guess what? That's 1, 2, and 3. That's how that works.
That's not in your mind. See, because you're emotional. But if wife 1 is not living up to wife 2 does and wife 3 does, then they can move around in positions.
All right. You're dancing around the topic here, bro. What I'm asking you is, how do you manage the emotional support of your wives? How are you able to give? I'm starting to come to the conclusion that you can't even give emotional support to one woman. So I'm not even really sure if you're able to do this. I don't really know if I agree with it. I don't think you can do it. I'm confused.
What I would tell one woman, because one woman will be like, "Damn, you didn't call me today. Damn, this," and I'll be like, "You know what?
Why do you think that just because you're not around, that's emotional support? What if I'm going through something? What if, like Sky just said in the comments, I just lost a child and I'm emotional and I need you to be there and be compassionate with me? I don't give a fuck about you being with a woman. I am wife number 6. I know that you're going to be with another woman.
You want me to be there? I'll be there. But
how?
Well, I'm like,
what if wife number 3's dad just died and wife number 6 just lost a baby? How are you going to manage the emotional support that you need to give to these women?
Well, I would tell her just what Jesus and God told man. I may not come when you ask. I'm always on time.
Y'all, we about to wrap this up because I'm not finna let Art keep doing this shit. I'm not.
No, I'm trying to tell you. You're being selfish. You're being selfish with.
How am I being selfish?
Because just because I wasn't there when you act, like just because I don't come on demand, doesn't mean
you don't come when I need you. I need you. You're my husband.
No, needing and want is 2 different things. I didn't come.
All right, I need you right now.
No, okay, you need me. Okay, but I'm gonna come when I feel that I'm wanted to be there.
Y'all go ahead.
I need to read these comments because this shit is going crazy.
They talking to each other. They're not talking to you. They talking to each other. So go ahead.
Neek spoken with that point.
Hello. Finish your thought, sir. All right, we are live. I am live on Spreaker right now.
With these ones. Yes. No. I'm sorry. I got thrown off. I'm reading the comments. All right.
I know. That's why I told you to swipe to the right. We're not doing this no more.
All right. How the fuck? I can't get in my way.
Anyway, All right,
I'm
you
sorry.
have already proven that you are incapable of doing this.
That's not true. That's not true.
Let me see. What did 12 say? Because 12 wants me to tell you his comments. 12 says, kings don't emotionally support. That shit ain't how kings move, you dig?
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
you run with this bullshit if you want to.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, no, that's not how this works. If your women decide that they're going to turn on you, that's the last thing you want as a king.
No, what? And what?
Yes, that's the last thing you want as the king, sir. And you can listen to 12 with the bullshit if you want. 12 go get your kingdom turned upside down.
No. The last thing you want as a woman is for your king to kick you out of his kingdom. That's the last. That's what you should feel, and that's the problem.
Do you know the type of uproar you would be in if you lose your queens?
No, because I can make another one.
Bullshit.
Wait. Can a queen be a queen again if she's not under the rulership of the king? If the queen marries a peasant, is she still a queen?
Cinnamon says Art is not emotionally stable, so how can he be there for anyone else? Sky says I heard 12 support his women emotionally. I heard 12 support his women emotionally too. First of all, 12 can't say nothing about being emotionally supportive when 12 is a full R&B singer. Okay, 12 is an R&B singer. All he does is sing to women about their emotions. So he can't tell me nothing about not being emotionally supportive. What's your question, Art?
I said, can a queen be a queen if she marries a peasant?
What?
One more time.
What is the question? I'm sorry. What's the question?
Can a queen be a queen if she marries a peasant?
She's still a queen, yeah. What's your point? Does she hold her queen position? No, but she's still a queen.
Okay. Thank you. You finally answered it.
But I could go give me another king.
Wait. Can a king marry a peasant and make her a queen?
Yeah, I guess.
Thank you. It's over. Conversation over.
But what queen do you know that's going to marry a peasant?
What?
What queen do you know that's going to marry a peasant? That's not the way this shit works. Queens are groomed. You saw Coming to America. Don't play. You saw Coming to America. Queens are groomed.
Wait. So Queen Elizabeth's husband, he came from royalty? Or was he a peasant?
Was he a peasant? Art?
He was a regular dude, right?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with the matriarch of the royal kingdom.
Okay. Princess
I'm not
Diana,
going to speak on that like I know.
Princess Diana was a peasant.
Uh-huh.
And when she got married to...
He was a peasant?
She was a peasant.
When
she got married to her husband, she became...
So Jay's in the comments, and Jay says, nah, man, look at the chessboard. Aisha says she can get another king, Art. You ain't the only kingdom. Aisha, you better talk that talk when you talk it, baby. 12 is laughing at me. 12, I'm telling you, you can't tell me nothing about emotions, bro. You sing about emotions. That's your job. Your job is to sing about emotions.
Yeah,
like,
okay, that's
get out of here.
Wait, don't just... Wait, hold on. First of all...
Jason says, queens move on the board unlike any other piece. Aisha says she's not marrying a peasant. Cinnamon says, so now women are peasants. Aisha comes back and she says she is royalty. Her position is solid. She's going to get another king. And Goldie says that shit don't work like that.
It's a bunch of women.
Oh, man, y'all is crazy tonight. Listen. So, Art, you want to be a polygamist, right?
No, I want to be
You
King
cool
Solomon.
with that? Huh?
I want to be King Solomon.
What was King Solomon?
I don't know. I want to be King Solomon with a large following.
With a large following. Not talking like this. I ain't following your ass nowhere.
You don't have to.
I'm not. However, it is 11:30 and I'm about to sign off. I have had an amazing time with y'all tonight. We got to do this again, Art.
We do this every Friday. What you mean?
No, I'm talking about this polygamy conversation. We got to talk about this. So what I want you to do is tomorrow, listen to the conversation with Ms. Neek. It comes on at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am going to bring a woman on.
I don't listen to women. Wait. First of all, I'm going to tell you two things before you do this. For one, I don't listen to women.
You don't listen to women?
I don't.
All right, what is this distaste that you have for women?
Well, I'm the king and I'm the leader. I don't. Whatever you have to say it's an opinion to me.
Do you not understand that there is wisdom of many nations inside of me?
Nah, the Bible says a woman shall learn in silence. So I don't really listen to it. Listen, y'all have a lot to say, and it's cool. It's cool.
Weren't you raised by your mother?
Yeah, I love my mom.
So your mom didn't teach you anything?
She taught me a lot, but that's my mom. You're not my mom.
But I don't care. She's still a woman.
No, okay, your dad didn't teach you anything?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, so you have a hatred towards men. So I get it.
No, I don't. My dad didn't teach me anything. My stepfather did, but my dad didn't. But I'm asking you about your mother, and I never said that I don't listen to men. So what I'm asking you is, how did you learn from a woman if you don't listen to women?
Let me change my answer. My mom didn't teach me nothing.
Your mom didn't teach you nothing?
Nope.
I hope she sees this video. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your host, Miss Neek. I just want to let you guys know I will be on again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with the conversation with Miss Neek. Please come listen to me. I have a lot of wisdom, and there's a lot of things that I get really good points across on.
I better than me. Hey, Neek, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss on my cheek.
Yeah, that's not happening. So.
Give me a kiss.
No, I'm not playing these games with you. I'm not. You deserve nothing from me.
You don't love me?
Nothing.
Right,
you deserve nothing from me. You don't respect women.
Turn your cheek.
No, you don't respect women. You don't respect me.
Wait.
You just said this. You don't respect women. I don't listen to women. Remember how quickly you forget that Sapphire Jen is a bee. No, I'm not doing that. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please check us out tomorrow on The Conversation. Monday through Friday, you can catch Love, Sports, and Hip Hop with the boy Jay Orleans, who has been in the background. Thank you so much. You are amazing. You have done such...
Jason? My big homie?
Huh?
You talking about my big homie Jason?
Yeah, big homie Jason. He has been in the background holding me down, broadcasting live to Spreaker. Want to holler at everybody listening over on Spreaker. Big L, thank you for all of your comments. Cinnamon, Gobi Wan, Shinobi, Sherry, Aisha, Maisha, Naisha.
What about my
all
homies?
of the Ishas?
All the women. What about Justin? What about
can I get to my can I finish my promo? All right, Justin, Phil. They say your thought neighbor's gonna hunt me down. I shouldn't do this. 12 Crawford. He says, damn, I can't say anything else. Neek, pull my R&B card. I love all queens. You too, Neek. I love you too, 12. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all being here. This has been a real conversation. Give me all my likes, my loves, my hearts, my laughs. I'm so thankful for y'all. We will be back next Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, I have been getting requests for us to come on earlier, because right now it is 1:30 in the morning in Central Standard Time, and it's 2:30 in the morning Eastern Time. So we got to reevaluate our time slots. So let's talk about that.
I speak now. Well, because I'm the head of my household, I work hard. I
like the way you do that in there.
I work from 7:30 in the morning. I wake up at 5:45 in the morning. I got to take my son to school. I got to get him dressed. And then after I go, I have to work.
All right. I said, let's talk about this over the week. I don't need you to break down your schedule to the listeners. I am live on Spreaker right now. Right. Thank you, guys. I love you so much. It has been a blast. Y'all come fuck with us next week. Turn up. I'm about to go pour up another drink because I'm drinking a lot of water. And Art, Art. Huh?
Do you love me?
I do love you.
Okay. You're looking good tonight. Like all this yellow. What you about to do?
I'm about to mind my business.
What you about to do, my nigga? Like you got something going on.
I'm about to mind my business. That's what I'm about to do. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. All right, I love you. Thank you for everything.
You about to do something. I'm on your head.
You don't know what I'm about to do. Look, mind your business, bro. Look, Sky said the thought neighbor is going to get us. I don't want it with the thought neighbor. I don't want no problem with the thought neighbor. I don't want no problem with her. She done brought that sapphire. She keep that sapphire on deck, y'all. Y'all don't know. And if you're listening on Spreaker, I know I don't broadcast too often with y'all, but Art has a thought neighbor who is...
Whoa, don't disrespect her. Don't disrespect her.
Thank you, Cinnamon. Cinnamon says she is looking beautiful. I appreciate that.
I was trying to figure out. I'm about to head over your house. What the fuck are you doing? You popping. Look at that yellow got you popping. I see the little things out. You got the little things out. What you doing tonight? Tell us what you doing.
I'm about to take a ride. I gotta get out of here. It's been real. Huh?
I love you. I love you.
I love you too.
Y'all
huh?
You about to go see Black Panther?
I should go see it again. Y'all go see Black Panther as much as y'all can before April 27th. Please.
Listen to Cardi B all night.
I listen to Cardi B all day. My playlist, my 2018 playlist at this moment is Nipsey Hussle and Cardi B. That's it. Those two albums. And I got them on shuffle and my songs rotate.
Can I plug myself for a tip? Let me plug myself.
Go ahead, plug yourself.
Because of Neek, I've started my own lives. I got a
you have?
I got a radio show that I'm trying to start. And I'm trying to like promote myself. We starting from the bottom. We're gonna get there.
That's right.
Follow me on Facebook because I got all type of shit that I be doing. I got a radio show that I do on Facebook. Besides Neek, she hate on it, but
I'm on your live all the time.
You is. I love you. I love you to death, sis. I just give you kisses. Let's go. Let's go. Let's end it.
Aisha says you need to go see Black Panther and check the women in it.
I'm gonna inbox you about 3:00 in the morning. And I'm gonna see. Are you gonna be?
No, I'm gonna answer.
All right.
If I'm up at 3:00 in the morning, you are not the person I want to be talking to.
I just want to know what you about to be doing.
Don't worry about my business. Look, y'all, before I go, I got some pretty little tulips.
Oh, no, we're not doing
Somebody sent me some flowers this week. Nonetheless,
like,
we got to roll.
You're a tulip. You don't look like a snack. You look like a tulip.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We have had a great night. I'm not even as faded as I usually am, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Give me a kiss.
All right, why are you begging for kisses tonight?
Man, you must give me a kiss, please.
Mwah.
Thank you.
He didn't even see. I didn't even kiss.
That was
Cinnamon said she need to find me. Why you need to find me? What I do? Why you gotta find me? Look. Oh, Jay. Everybody over at Spreaker, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening. Jay, you can stop the tape. I will be back on with y'all on Saturday. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is your girl, Miss Neek, and the boy, young Arthur Derrick, the beige bandit.
I'm red. Remember, I'm red.
Yeah, your cheeks are red. I love you too, Cinnamon. I love all of y'all for watching. Y'all sticking it out with me. Y'all still in the view.
I don't want to leave. I
gotta go. I ain't got time for this. I gotta get out of here.